Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Got a great broadcast down for you this morning, as I hope and I pray that we always do. I'm not important, just a question asker. My name is Raheem Aljamin out of Atlanta, Georgia, but we got the whole crew that's going to be with us today. So make sure you strap your seatbelt on because today, you know what it is. You know what it is. Today is Way Out Wednesday. Way Out Wednesday. We don't have a topic. We talk about whatever we want to talk about on Wednesday, and they get a little interesting. I'm gonna say it like that. Interesting on Wednesdays. Gets a little interesting on Wednesday. So make sure that you don't look for a specific topic Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yes, we have specific topics we talk about, but on Wednesday, it's the day that we let our hair down. We let our hair down and we talk about whatever we want to talk about. So be ready, be prepared. And I'll call in 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Got a question I'm gonna start off with this morning. We talked about something similar to this one time before, but I saw it again on the and I have to give credit where I saw it. I saw it on the Steve Harvey show, his Saturday show. Good morning, James. How you doing, brother? James, call in, man. Call in 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Give us a call, James. Love to hear from you. Um, this topic, and like I said, it's come up before. It's come up before, and we've talked briefly about it before. But when it came back up on the Steve Harvey morning show, I was listening to it Saturday morning. I was on my way somewhere and I had the radio on and it was on the Steve Harvey Saturday. So excuse me, y'all. I got to sneeze and blow my nose at the same time. Lord. Excuse me. Wow. That wasn't good. Um, but it came up again. That stuff all on my hand, Lord Jesus. And but what happened was a young lady, she had her baby's dad. Her baby's dad. They were now no longer together. They were no longer together, but he passed. He passed. And when he passed, she's with this other guy. They've been together for a minute. But the baby dad passed. And in honor of the baby's dad, of her baby's dad and the relationship that they had, she went out. Didn't say nothing to her present guy. And she got a tattoo over her heart. His name. She tattooed the baby's dad. I want you to hear me now. The baby's dad. He's deceased. He passed. She went out to the tattoo salon and had his name tattooed over her heart. And later on, the one that she's with right now, they was ready to go to bed or whatever they was doing. Their grown folk business. He saw that name, and it presented a problem. They went at it to the point where they almost broke up. I don't know if they actually broke up, but it was an issue. And she said that she don't understand why it's a problem because that is her baby's dad. He's always going to be her baby's dad, regardless. He's going to be the baby's dad. Mo, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. Everything's doing okay.
Mo, I need to hear your heart, man. Is she right? Is she wrong? Is the one that she's with right now? Now they're not married, from what I understand. Like I said, I heard it on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, so I don't have all the details, only what they talked about. But he passed. The baby dad passed. She went out, had his name tattooed over her heart. The one that she's with right now saw it and had a problem. He had a problem with it. Who's right and who's wrong, brother?
Well, in my opinion, she's in the wrong, but she's in the wrong because apparently she's still mourning and grieving that particular loss. And
Mm-hmm.
now, to when you having grown folks' business and out on the beach, he has to constantly look at another man's name over her breast.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Can you come on
that,
screen, Mo?
hold on one moment, please.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on full screen while I step away for 1 second while I listen.
All right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I
So
yeah.
she's now has another man's name over her chest, which is very, it's kind of disrespectful to him. And unfortunately, what happens is that people get tattoo removals all the time. That tattoo removal is going to cost her $3,000 to get that removed if she ever decides to get it removed. But she could have at least had some type of discussion with him if they were still together to make that particular decision, which is a permanent decision unless you're going to, as I said, have it removed at some point. And who's going to go through that?
Exactly. I got my take on it too. Let me go to Tucson. Tucson, what do you did you hear the scenario? And good morning. How you doing this morning, sir?
No, sir. Good morning. No, I didn't hear it.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna try to give it the quick version. I was listening to the Steve Harvey morning show, the Saturday edition. I was on my way somewhere Saturday, and it just happened to be on. So I was listening while I was riding. This young lady, she sent in a letter, and she said, "Well, listen, this is what the situation is. My baby's dad passed. Her baby's father passed. She's with this other dude. They've been together for a while. In mourning, she went out and she got a tattoo of her deceased baby's dad on above her heart. Got it right there. His name on her heart. The one that she's with actually later on saw it. I don't know what they was doing, going to bed, whatever they was doing, and he saw this and know that has never been there before. It was something that was brand new. You could tell when a tattoo was new because it got that little stuff on it, grease or whatever. It was new, and he had a problem with it. He had a problem, and she said, "You got to understand, this is my baby's dad. He passed, blah blah blah." Tucson, who is right and who's wrong?
Yeah, well, that can cause some problems.
And it is. Yeah.
That's you see, communication is the key to everything. I mean, if that's where your heart is, well, there you go. Then I understand people, and I said this yesterday, you got to find your place in life. And when things happen, you got to, we have to learn how to keep our place in life as things change. Otherwise, you're going to cause yourself some problems. We react to different situations and we stay there for a minute and let it absorb us. Relatives pass away, friends turn against us, lose your job, you lose your home, you lose your car, and you get frustrated. And here we are with this situation here. The ex, the baby daddy passes and you tattoo, you already with somebody? Right?
Yes, you with another dude.
And you don't even have that discussion with them. They're not that important in your life. That's just me.
Yeah. Wow.
That's just me.
So she gave him
you have more for the.
Go ahead. Yeah, you going exact question I was about to ask you. Go ahead.
You have more for the deceased than you have. Yeah, you have more compassion, passion, love, care for the deceased than you have for me, it seems. So
Can I,
now you
hold on. No.
Rethinking where where I am with you.
Wow.
Because I mean, I don't like tattoos myself. I wouldn't suggest that you tattoo. I wouldn't even want my wife to. Don't you tattoo my name? Well, she wouldn't do it anyway.
Yeah.
But don't you do that because life might make us make some decisions that we will never be entwined together.
Yeah.
And here you go, or here I go with it, with your name on me somewhere, and now I got to remove it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and it's me, and I know it's a long answer. I don't think that was right because she didn't have the conversation with him, and then you ain't got two tattoos.
Yeah.
One on the left his name, and that's another problem. That's Lord Jesus, because if I see it, then every time I do see it, Lord, please, girl, don't you call that man name.
Mm. Mm. Wow. Wow. Yeah. 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 And that's a mess. That's a mess.
That's
Let me
what I
let
said.
me let me go to
This is what
James.
I tried to say.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know what you meant. I know exactly what you meant. Let me go to James. Then we're gonna go back to Mo. Mo had something to say about what you was just saying. Tucson. James. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
All right, good morning, everyone. I got with that situation. First of all, that's her body, but she ain't had his name on it before she died. She should never put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
When she with the other guy.
Now hold on,
That's
James.
my opinion about it.
You just say it's her body though. You just say it's her body, didn't you?
Right, and she ain't had on that before he died. She shouldn't have put it on there at all.
No. Okay. 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 So how would you feel about that? Would it be a problem?
It's really gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Every time you roll over and look at him, he's looking at somebody, but it's somebody else's name or not here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my problem I have with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to see that name every time I get it, have a moment with you. I don't want to see somebody else's name.
I expect you wake up and roll over and see his name.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a big problem.
First thing I see is in the morning that his name is his name. I don't want to see his name.
And right, somebody gonna go blind.
Lord Jesus. Mo, you was about to say something.
Yeah, I think it reminds me of what Jada Pinkett Smith had, her daughter Willow do when Willow wrote that letter to Tupac wishing that Tupac was her father.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And, that was all in the media and everything. And, that's as damaging too when you're putting your grief and your dysfunction on your children as well and not considering that. That's an indelible, that letter. As a father, how would you feel if, your daughter wrote a letter to a dead man that your wife used to date?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's her body, but the fortunate thing is they're not married.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose your mate. And if that's something that is going to be an issue, you can let your mate know. You can you made that decision. This is not the woman I want. Apparently, she's with a man that I can't compete with. Yeah. And she's going to literally put it in my face at night, at least, or on the beach. It's going to be there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And y'all all go to the beach together, and you heard a couple of couples and your friends and everybody and kids, and they say, man, what is that? Who is Cleophas? That ain't your name, is it? Your middle name Cleophas? Nah, they ain't my name, dog. They ain't my name, dog. Well, who is Cleophas? Why his name on your girl's chest? What right above her heart? Wait a minute. But Tucson, let me is are we put it's a tattoo though. It's a tattoo, it's a memorabilia. That's what it is. It's a memorabilia. It's just a tattoo. Are we putting too much into this thing, Tucson?
You know what I thought about when Mo talking? I think the song said, "Say my name, say my name."
Yeah.
Oh, Billy, girl, my name is Billy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't putting too much on it. I don't think so. I don't know. I know people do whatever you want with your body, but you can't do whatever you want with yourself in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I've had to learn that the hard way, Raheem.
Yeah.
This is my position. I'm just saying, you can't. It ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how hard you're working on your relationship.
Yeah.
And if you just making your own decisions without your partner, you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, I know we ain't talking about husband and wife. I don't know.
No, I don't think
that's sure enough a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, I wish I would. That ain't gonna work out good. I'm telling you right now. But I know she wouldn't. But yeah, and she called me Tucson. You know, she called me Tucson. Babe, whatever. Um, um, my dang, oh Lord have mercy. I remember being in a relationship, and they a decision had to be made at the house,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, "Well, I need to check with my children's father." At what house?
Mm. Mm.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What's that?
Let me get your clothes out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You heard what I said?
Yeah.
Because if he making decisions in this house, I'm not in the wrong house. You're in the wrong house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you
Mm-hmm.
need to go to meet with him. Because ain't nobody make no decisions, especially no other man, in this house
Yeah. Yeah.
other than me. Period.
Mm-hmm.
The
And
devil is a lie.
mm-hmm.
And so now I know that's a little more extreme. I think that's more extreme. But you mean to tell me you didn't mark yourself? That's the first problem with me. I don't know. People do what they want, but I just don't like tattoos.
Yeah.
Just me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I just don't like them.
Yeah.
So I don't want my name on you.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Much
Oh,
less.
I just wanted to show you that no, don't do that. I don't need that time to show to me now how you care. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just thought I'd put one, I'm going to put one on my left chest. I said left chest. That was nice right here. Left
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah. You did good. You did good. You did good. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I just don't like, just don't like it. But now, if I don't like tattoos and it's never been there before, and I look and all of a sudden you got a tattoo, and doggone it, the name say Clarence.
Mm.
I
Clarence.
didn't even, as a matter of fact, I didn't even like Clarence when he was living.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I knew the
That's a
Negro.
problem.
I knew the Negro. I ain't like him then. I sure don't like him now.
Now, every time I try to get my groove on, here I see Clarence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even like his name.
Yeah.
Clarence.
Yeah.
Oh, Clarence. Here you is, and you got me in the mood, and what didn't come out of my mouth? Oh, Clarence.
Mm. Lord.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Putting more emphasis on it. So I got emphasis on it. I can't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking
Exactly.
about Clarence. I'm thinking about Clarence.
Cassandra, where you at, Cassandra? Cassandra, where you at? James, talk to me, brother.
I'm just listening to Tucson.
Tucson crazy, man.
Oh boy.
Tucson crazy,
I
man.
thought talking about Clarence Carter.
Hi, Clarence, say that song. Clarence. Lord Jesus. No, we ain't doing that round here. We ain't doing that round here. No, you on the wrong side of town, you're doing something like that. But go ahead. James, talk to me, brother.
Man, like I said earlier, that's wrong for anybody, put a tattoo. I'm like Tucson. I don't like tattoo on my body neither. Nobody sticking on neither me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I just never work for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion about it.
Good deal. Let me go to Ryan. Ryan, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, doing good. Tell you, this is Way Out Wednesday, brother. So I got a scenario for you. And this is something I heard. We talked about it briefly before, but I heard it again Saturday while I was riding around. Steve Harvey morning Saturday show was on. and young lady wrote a letter. Her baby's dad passed, deceased. And this is her baby's dad now, but she's with this other dude. They've been together for a while. She said they've been together for a while and years. And in honor of her baby's dad, his passing, she went and got a tattoo over her heart, right above her left breast, his name on her heart. The one that she's with right now, so later on, he saw it, and it was an issue. She said she don't understand why it's a problem. He's deceased. Is her baby's dad. He always gonna be the baby's dad. Why is it a problem? How do you see that?
I see it as she has not let go of the past.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And from an outsider's perspective, it kind of would seem, can't say it is, but it would seem like her new fella ain't living up to the one that's dead.
Mm-hmm.
She's stuck.
Wow.
So, and that could
That's a
be
good point.
untrue, right? Like some people get ink just because they get ink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got ink everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But my ink has meaning, has thought, and it's relevant to my life. And a lot of the people that I associate with that get tatted up, every one of their tattoos means something. They don't just put nonsense and junk on their body.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it has to have meaning, right?
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some layer of this really means, or he really means, or meant, in this case, something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to look at it from her new husband's perspective as well.
Now, I don't know if they were married, but it's her new certificate. Okay. I don't know if they're married, but it's still her.
Regardless.
Yeah. What you're
saying.
saying.
Significant other, we'll go there. Mm-hmm. Every time she go topless and they go about adult business, or he walk in the bathroom and she coming out the shower or whatever, he gonna see another man's name on her chest that she just put there. It wasn't something from the past. It wasn't there before they got together, but now it's there. So that's going to play a role in his mindset.
Hey, Ryan, let me ask you a question. Because I don't have any tattoos. And so when you first get it, I know they put the gel on it, that whatever they stuff they put on top of it. But do you have to cover it up at first?
There's no gel.
What is that? It's some kind of grease, that shiny stuff to be on there. What is that? Petroleum
jelly?
No,
that's when they're finished. They can put Vaseline or petroleum jelly on there. Some people there's different balms that they put on there, and then when you initially leave, you're supposed to wrap it and keep it sealed for a few hours so you don't catch no infections.
Okay, that part right there. Now, what if she had a covering on, had the petroleum jelly and had a covering on it, and she go home and that night she's they're about to, she's about to get in the shower, whatever she's about to do. He happened to be in the bathroom and she said, "Oh, you got another tattoo." Oh yeah, I meant to talk to you about this. Let me see it. I can't wait. What is it? A unicorn? What is it? It a little teddy bear or something? Let me see it. I know it's so cute. Let me see it.
You got some butterflies.
It's a butterfly. Woo! I know this could be so nice. Let me see it. and she said, "You sure you want to see it?" Why wouldn't I want to see it? Come on, now that's your tattoo. Yeah, I want to see it. Look at right above your heart. It must mean something to you. Right above your heart. She look at him. They look at each other. He said, "Take it off. You gonna show it to me?" And she take the covering off, and he look at it, and it says Clarence Jenkins.
Wow, that's a mess. He said Clarence Jenkins.
That's my son's name now.
Wow.
What is
it really? Okay. what is that moment like? That moment, the reveal. What would that moment be like for you, Ryan? This way I went, but take no explicit them fancy words. Don't put them in there. What would that moment
For
be like?
me, for me, there would be some expletives,
Yes, exactly,
and
exactly.
then I would be walking out the bathroom and probably bagging up some stuff and walking out the door.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it
And
that serious?
what if it was a guy who was abusive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me see that. Pow!
Mm. Wow.
Somebody
Wow.
got Mike Tyson. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, take it's so hard, right, to just go in on this because we're men,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And our instant reaction to most things that threaten our relationship is anger
Mm-hmm.
or puffing up our chest, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you put another man's name on your body after we've been together,
Let me
and
do
it's
this.
not your daddy.
Mhm. And let me do this. My daughter Nini said this right here, and Ryan, read that. Can you see it?
If Clarence is deceased, is it that big of a deal because she can't cheat with him or anything? But I understand what she's saying, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
how you doing, by the way? Uh, so it is a big deal because she can't cheat with him, but that means her mind and her heart are still belonging to him.
Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other
I
side.
didn't mean to get him to do that, y'all. I'm sorry, you know.
Messing me
But
around.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. She put it on her heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in my heart. Well, that's cool, but how much of that heart is he taking up? How
Mm.
much of my what's supposed to be my space? And I ain't talking about websites.
Yeah. Wow.
He
Wow.
taking up.
But
Wow.
see, let me go to Tucson. Tucson, are we putting too much into this? It's a tattoo. It's a tattoo. It is her baby's dad. That regardless of how we feel about it or whatever the case, he will always be. There's nothing in the world that could change that. He will always be her baby's dad. Always gonna be that. Always gonna be that. Now he's deceased, and like Nene said, it's not a cheating situation. You can't. He's gone. What are you fighting against? You fighting against a dead man? What are you fighting against? Are we putting too much into this? Tucson?
Well, I was wondering if you were talking to me.
Yeah.
You got to echo now, right? But anyway, no, it ain't too much. And I know that he's dead, but he lives on.
Mm-hmm.
In your heart. He lives on. He ain't your daddy. He ain't your son. He's your children's father. Well, I know that we have some people that do extra for their children,
Yes.
but don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand some may say it. He's dead. Yeah, but I got to keep him on my mind all the time from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. And now here's another thing. Your children's father, not my children's father. That's these I know a little bit about how you call that when you have extended families.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you people are particular about their children.
Yeah.
If you don't have to deal with that, you might as well thank God. Start right now
Mm.
because you can't do something. Some things you can't correct other folks' children. And I know that's an off thing. But I'm saying to you or to whoever's listening, it's a problem because I don't care if he's dead or not. I don't I don't mean no disrespect. But I don't have to remember him.
Mm. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Are we being?
That may be-
Are we being a little? I'm being a question answer. That is where I went, so I'm going way on out with y'all. So my thing is this: are we being a little insensitive to the way that she feels? Because, like I say, he is her children's dad. They're gone. The children don't have their father no
Yes.
more. So are
Yes.
we being insensitive?
Yes, I agree. But is she being a little sensitive, more, extreme in her sensitivity? I'm gonna use a big word. Hold on, lady. I wish
Come
I
on
knew
now.
something,
Come on
but I
now.
don't even practice that. I'm just saying, you have this thing, evidently, that it goes on and on and on in your life. I'm wondering who you've been sleeping with all this time. I
So
know I've
hold
been
on.
laying there.
So hold
I
on.
got
Now. Hold
Three
on. Hold
people.
on. Hold on. Now we done
I'm
turn the lady into a cheater. We done turn the lady into a cheater.
Wait, I didn't say that.
Mm.
I didn't say that. But Raheem, there are people every day that are laying down
Mentally
beside
cheating. Mentally cheating. I know what you're saying.
one person
I
and
know what you're saying.
thinking about another.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Mentally cheating. I know what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some people they tell they significant other, put your Beyonce wig on tonight.
Mm.
Mm,
No scrubs.
boy. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
But the thing about it is, the conversation was not had.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You didn't even consider the one that you with.
But
You
see,
took upon yourself in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
to go and mark yourself with somebody, not mine, somebody else's name on your heart. And here I am, surprised and shocked that my name, and men are something else. I guess it's men. I bet you women. I wish I would.
how much pride is that though?
Show
How
up
much does
with
that go?
any
How much is that the man ego and the man's pride?
Raheem.
I
And
just
I
want to
know I'm
know.
out of time, but I have a deceased wife. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. I better not.
Yeah.
I better not. My
Yeah.
children are grown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out of respect for her, I better not show up any day with her name on my chest.
Wow.
That's not gonna work out.
Okay. Let me go to and Nitty. She just said in a box and she spoke Cassandra up. She said, I need to hear. Let me pull it on screen so I can see it big. Said, I need to hear from Cassandra or another woman perspective. And guess who's here? The thug bastard. This is my sister from another mother, but we got the same father. This is Cassandra Alexander Green. Good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Good morning.
I need to know from you. Are we been a little too sensitive? But have you been listening at all?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the situation is. I was listening to the Steve Harvey Saturday show. Right, I was going somewhere Saturday, and it was on. And this is what happened. The young lady wrote a letter. She was, her baby's dad died. Her baby's dad died. Her kid's father died. She's been with this other guy for years. What she did, she went and because of the fact that he was deceased, in honor of him, she went to the tattoo parlor, got a tattoo of the deceased baby's dad name on her over her heart. And the boyfriend, or her significant other, now found out about it later, saw it, and she said she don't understand why it's a problem because the man is deceased. Cassandra, how do you see that?
Y'all not gonna like me because I don't see what the man is dead it's a memory. And some people, I mean, I'm not a tattoo person, but that's a memory of the guy. I don't see why the guy with the new one would be so upset. I mean, I might have said, hey, babe, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo just in remembrance of Cody or whatever his name is. You know,
we gave
he'll always be part.
we gave him a name,
I'm,
Clarence
huh?
Jenkins. We gave him a name, Clarence Jenkins. We just threw that name out there. I don't know where the name came from.
Well, Clarence.
Yeah.
Clarence, whatever his name is. But I don't, you know, obviously he meant a lot to her, you know, and he's deceased. So there's no going back. There's no relationship to be built. I don't know. I'm just not petty. I don't see the problem with it. If her and the guy are married, then yeah, maybe, you know, I would say something, you know, hey, even if we're not married, I would just, you know, say, hey, I'm thinking about doing woo, woo, woo. You know, I hope, you know, it's not offensive, but this is just for a memory. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not a tattoo person, so I would not do that. I have a deceased husband that I love very much, but I don't do tattoos like that. So, but I don't see a problem with it. The man is dead. Why would you even think about it a second time? Who cares? Mm-hmm. I mean, why would anybody care about that? You know, I don't know. It's a personal choice. But for me, it would not bother me in the least.
Okay, but see, what I'm hearing from a lot of the guys, and I don't know, I'm just listening. I don't know if it's a male ego type thing or
it's a male ego. Don't say you don't know if it's a male ego. It's a male ego. You know, you got this ninja name on your chest. I don't understand. You know, what's up with that? You know, woo, woo, woo. It's an ego. If you got a problem with something that simple, because it is simple, because she obviously cared about him, you got a male ego problem. Point blank, bottom line. And stop trying to pretend you don't.
But see, what a lot of the fellas were saying, Cassandra, is every time they want to have an adult moment with her, they don't want to see Clarence Jenkins' name in their face. You know, that's the issue that a lot of the guys are saying. They just don't want to see that every time they want to get.
Raheem,
yes.
When kids are young, when people are teenagers, they get each other's initials, names, and all things on their body. They move on later on in life. The tattoo is still there. You mean to tell me you're going to spend your doggone energy because she was 17, 19, 21, whatever, and got a tattoo, which is what they do, and you gonna spend your energy being concerned that she got a dang on tattoo when she was 21 of a guy that she was in love with? Come on now. You still gonna screw her? I mean, are you not gonna screw her anymore because you got that tattoo when she was young? Come on now, that's just petty. We should be bigger than that. That's all I got to say. Because people get tattoos all the time when they're younger. And then later on, that person don't mean nothing to them. They don't even see the person. The person ain't thinking about them, and they ain't thinking about the person. It was something they did when they were younger.
Wow.
Come on. Let's do better.
Ryan, talk to me, man. Because I'm just saying, you still going to screw them. You still going to screw them. You still going to get your little freak on. Ryan?
I'm here. My bad.
Yeah, talk to me.
I'm inside a trailer working.
Does Cassandra have a point? I mean, it shouldn't be no issue. You know, the man is dead. He's not a threat. He's dead. He's gone on. So he's not a threat. So why should that be a threat to you, or why should you have an issue with seeing her honoring somebody? Maybe when you pass, she might put your name right up on the Clarence name.
Well, I mean, she got anybody else's name on there that she's honoring?
Lord.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to be as diplomatic with it as I can be, because I understand.
Way out Wednesday, brother. Way out Wednesday. Let's go. Let's go.
For instance, I'm gonna turn this on for a second, and not everybody can be able to see this. Well, I can't even because of my camera. But
Yeah.
that right there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's culturally, that's called a sacrificial dagger.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 3 heads on it.
Okay.
And the meaning of it is mind, body, and spirit. And that's the things that I'm willing to sacrifice for my beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a profound meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that's looked at that and put it in context and asked me what it means, when they get the explanation, they're like, man, that's deep. I don't know nobody who puts that much thought into their ink. And I say that because that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be, that's a single, random stuff on your body. It's got to have some sort of meaning. If you just put random stuff on you that has no literal meaning, you're wasting money and time, emotion, pain, because it's painful for some people. People like me, it's relaxing.
Wow.
And I literally go to sleep while I'm getting it. So, but it's a big deal. It's not just something that you just, like when you go to the store, let me get this bag of chips.
Yeah.
Getting ink is a big deal. It's a thought out process. It requires extreme, in some cases, financial. They are in most people's day-to-day life. That tattoo better be something. And if it's got that much something that you're going to take time, dish out your blood, put something permanent that's going to last till you go to the grave on your body. Well, I mean, that's where I'm coming from with it.
Wow. 50, hold on 1 second. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Is she wrong? She got a tattoo of a deceased baby's dad on her heart, right on her breast, on her heart. She got a tattoo. She got his name tattooed on her heart. But her significant other that she's with right now have an issue with it. Is she wrong? Who's wrong? 508-924-3521. Give us a call. Tell us what you think. Go ahead, Cassandra.
No, I'm just asking, Ryan. I know that you have tats, right? And there's meaning behind it. Like you said, it needs to be something significant because you just so. But have you? I mean, I know that. Have you ever thought, like when you were younger, like you see the young kids get, the younger people, they get the tattoos of the low heart and the person initials. It should, 20 years later, okay, they're not together. Would you be like, you need to get the tattoo removed because I don't care if you were 25 or 22 and y'all was in love. Woo, woo, woo. I mean, I don't get it. I'm obviously missing something because people get tattoos with other people's names that they think they're gonna be with for the rest of their life all the time. Why is that? I don't get it. I'm just asking, Ryan. I'm asking for a friend. That's all.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Okay, so the difference. Yeah, receive and just put away. The difference is, Cassandra, like I have put nobody's business out there, but if somebody close to me got somebody else's name on their skin. But that was years prior to me. I can't change that. That's not something that affects me because it happened before me. But you took the time to go get the pain and the money and the finances done while we together. I have an issue with that. Something in the past is in the past in that regard. But this is fresh.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You just did this. You just did it. Go ahead, Mo. I heard you over there. Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, I want to say this. You know, a good friend of mine, Sammy Blue, he had a song called "Disposable Love," and the people, you know, the thing is, there used to be a time long ago you find a woman and you never let her go. put a ring on the finger, and you. The thing about it is, disposable love. You're laying down with the woman. I don't know how long they've been together, if they've been together years or not. When you put the ring on the finger, and you take your oaths before God, that would be a major big issue with me. If you put another man's name upon your chest and you have a ring on her finger, right now she's really a free agent. She has disposable love. She can do what she wants with her body and dispose of it. I mean, if it bothered me that much, she'd be in lingerie every night where I didn't have to look at that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And or only expose the part of the breast that I like. Everything else is covered up. Mm-hmm. and they got good lingerie for that. And it reminded me, and I put it in the comments about when Bobby Womack.
Let me ask you this question, Mo. And everybody have their own opinion as to how they feel about it. But are we putting too much emphasis on this? I mean, it is a tattoo. It's a tattoo. She's showing honor to her deceased baby's dad.
Okay, so
are we putting too much into it?
Are we putting too much into it?
Yes.
The question is, are they putting too much into it?
Mm-hmm.
On the intimate level and relationship? Because until you told this story, now thousands, millions have heard the story, and now they're going to put their spin on it because she decided to put her intimate business out there. And that is even more dysfunctional to a relationship. That's a person you need to stay away from. If they're making major body decisions,
so she ain't no good.
This ain't no good. If she knows that it would hurt your heart that you did that, and she did it anyway because she was thinking about herself, that's called narcissism. And yes, it is. We talked about disrespect. Do men disrespect women? I mean, was that a woman disrespecting a man in that particular situation? And but it is her body. She is not bonded by matrimony or anything like that. Marriage is a contract, a business contract when it comes down to it, and then we make it a moral contract. But unless he was willing to put a ring on her finger and everything, yeah. And I guess your daughter just said, dang, she's a narcissist or having some type of love for her baby daddy. She can be a narcissist, and if she ignores the feelings of others and it's only her ego that matters, that no one else is within her life, that a person doesn't have an emotional investment, a physical, intimate relationship and with that person. So that is a narcissistic.
Do you think her intent was to hurt her significant other that she's with right now?
I think she is obviously still grieving. And when a person is grieving, their intent is on relieving the sadness at the moment, giving alleviation. Is she wrong for doing this if she was grieving? And in that moment, in that space, made a temporary decision that's going to basically be permanent. I can't say that she was wrong because she was mourning and grieving.
Mm-hmm. So does that too make her a narcissist?
Yes, you can be a narcissist, a person to where everything revolves around them. They're inconsiderate of others' feelings, inconsiderate of.
Let me say this, brother. I don't think she. And I'm guessing. I heard the thing on the radio, so I don't know all the details. I'm taking it from where they gave it to me, but I don't think that her doing that. I don't think she was disregarding or just thinking about her own self. I think she was more thinking about her pain that she's going through because of the fact of the loss that she had.
Right. And she was grieving.
Yeah, she was grieving. Absolutely. So I don't think that she did that with the intent to hurt her significant other. I don't even think that he was a part of her thought pattern at that particular time. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's another conversation. But
that's
I don't
an immature thing.
No, I won't even say that. Let me go to Cassandra. Cassandra, from the counselor standpoint, what do you hear, Cassandra?
No, it sounds like just what you said, that obviously there's still some hurt or pain. I don't know how long it's been. We can't just judge people on things, and we don't know the full story. And to call her a narcissist, that's a stretch, Mo. That's quite a stretch, because we don't know her background. We don't know anything else except what Raheem has revealed to us. But that does not sound narcissistic to me. Just, it sounds like she is a person that is grieving. It's something, a process that she's going through. And yes, how many of us, when we were younger, made, or not even younger, at my age, I made dumb decisions sometimes out of pain. You've never done that? No one on here has ever made a dumb decision when they were on pain. Even we may think it was dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Later go like, oh my God, why did I do that?
What was I thinking?
Did it.
What was
Am I
I
allowed
thinking?
to respond?
What was I thinking at that time? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So let's not act like we've never made those kinds of decisions in our life. Ain't a person on here can tell me they never made a bad decision, especially if they were in trauma or grief or, some type of pain going on. Come on now. Come on. Let's just be, can we just be transparent sometimes and not try to pretend like we got it all together? I don't have it all together. I say it all the time. I don't. So yeah, Raheem, I just think we don't know the full story.
Yes.
But as a counselor, it sounds to me like she's in grief. She's still grieving the death of that person.
Exactly. Mo, you wanted to respond? Do it quickly, man, because I got to move on to some more people. We got to keep it 3 minutes.
I think in grief, you can make a narcissistic response to things when you're in pain. And you have to later in life, you can look at, was that a narcissistic response? Was I thinking totally about myself, disregarding the emotions of others? I'm not saying she's a narcissist.
Does it make it a narcissistic impulse decision make them a narcissist?
No, it does
No.
not. It absolutely does not.
Okay.
But upon reflection, you can look at how you may have hurt others because you looked at self as opposed to being in a relationship. And that's a bad thing.
Okay. Toussaint, talk to me, brother.
I don't think I'm just responsible.
Come on. Way out Wednesday, though. Way out Wednesday. Let's go.
I don't think so. But here we are with the situation, and I love my children. And been there, done that. But there are some things that I will not do. In a relationship, if you want it to last, and if you don't create things in a relationship without, if you want it to work, that will cause problems. And this is a problem. I don't know if it's petty. Maybe I am petty.
Let me ask
I've
you
been
this:
called petty before.
Should she have
Go
to
ahead.
get a tattoo on her body?
Talk to me.
To get a tattoo on her body,
Yeah,
does she have to go to her significant other and ask for permission to get a tattoo on her body?
No, not permission. Not permission. It's just the fact that just me. This is just me. Are you in this relationship or not? Are we together or not? It's not about just you. We. It's a we. It's a we. I'm not checking your bank account. I'm not checking your phone. I'm not doing none of that. But I got to look at you. And when I look at you, I just me. I don't want to wake up in the morning to see somebody else's name, not mine, that wasn't there last year or last month or last week. It's fresh. And I'm surprised that it ain't your mama, I'm shocked. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a minute. That kind of makes me think that just me. I don't know. Maybe not Cassandra. We're not going to talk to Cassandra about this anymore because we see her point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we will, but that's just Cassandra. And I understand. That seems like it's a little petty.
A little.
I don't know if some women, yeah. Well, some women would think, okay, your name is Cassandra, and I'm just using this for an example. But you are in a relationship, and all of a sudden you look and you see new, fresh, and still need care. It's all your name on my chest or your significant other's chest. Now here's the thing: you knew them. You probably knew what type of relationship they had. Suppose it's the baby's daddy, and he was not a good father. Probably was, evidently, because they put the name on the chest.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's just me. I just can't see it. I mean, really, Lord, there's no. I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful. You can go to the funeral. You can sit with the family.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Oh,
But Tucson, how much of what we're talking about? How much of what we're talking about right now, Tucson? How much of what we're talking about right now is lines up with the male ego?
It ain't. I don't think it's just personal. It's just males.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Not Cassandra. I'm talking about other women that I know. That if their husband, boyfriend, could significant other, would wake up in the morning and see another woman's name on their chest, I don't know. I think, Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
Mm.
I just don't.
Wow.
Now maybe I was going to say something, but I'm gonna leave you alone, Cassandra.
Cassandra, you want to respond?
No, because I always believe that people have a right to their opinion, and we're gonna differentiate on what we think is appropriate and inappropriate. I just like looking behind what may be happening, and I still believe that if she did the tattoo after years or whatever it is after this person has died, she's in a grieving process. Maybe she didn't handle it the way you think she should handle it, or I think she should handle it. But if it helps her to go through the process, what's the problem? And as a woman, I would not have a problem. I can tell you, and I know other women that would not have a problem with that. But it's it's wherever you are. It's where you are in your thoughts, So
do you think it's mainly?
So I know a lot of men definitely would not.
Yeah. Well, Cassandra, do you think it's mainly? Do you think it's mainly men that will have an issue with that?
No, I think women. I think some women would have. No. I think some women would have an issue with that. But I believe that women would be more like, okay, I get it, sis. I understand. But you need to deal with with that. You need to deal with that pain, because that's a lot. That's a huge decision. That's a huge decision. But I believe she did it out of pain, out of grief. So, that's all I can say about it. I just think that men, yeah, definitely, and some women would be like, no.
Wow. 508-924-3521, 508-924-3521. Ibrahim, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Well, good morning and blessings to everybody.
Actually, I got a question. Blessing to you as well, brother. Got a question for you. This young lady, and I heard the scenario on the Steve Harvey Morning Show Saturday show. I was on my way somewhere this Saturday, and I heard it. She wrote a letter, and she said that her baby's dad, her baby's father, passed. He passed away, and they had been together for a while. He passed away. She's with this other gentleman right now, and they've been together for a while. Out of respect for her deceased baby's dad, she went and got a tattoo of his name above her heart, right above her left breast. She said she don't understand why it's a problem, why it's an issue. Why is it an issue? What do you see in that, Ibrahim? Is that good? Is bad? Was she right or was she wrong? Is he right or wrong for being upset?
I think both of them were right, and I think that I think that's the only way that she can display her grief. Right? That doesn't stop you from loving anybody, caring for anybody. I think that's an appropriate way to display grief for anybody's name expressed. You know, that's very personal. But however, that was her way of displaying it. Now, yeah, the band current friends should be against it. I can see that. Or anybody of have different moralities would be against that. That don't stop anybody from being against it. But when you do something, you accept the consequences of your act. You know, how you're going against society. Society norms or standards. That's the consequences of your act. So, no, I don't think anybody's wrong about it. I just think they should be more thoughtful about a current mate or future mate. You know what I mean? Other than that, no. Do what you think is you need to do.
Wow, that's good. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Shanavia, good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning. I'm okay. How y'all doing this morning?
Hey, doing good, Shanavia. I need to hear your whole heart on this right here.
Navy!
Oh Lord, there they go.
Hey, Miss Cassandra.
Lord. Shanavia. Now,
yes, sir.
I heard this. I'm just for preface. I heard this right here on the Steve Harvey Morning Show Saturday. I was on my way somewhere and I heard it on the radio. And I said, I got to pose that. A young lady, her baby's father died. He's deceased. He died. Just recently passed. She's been with this other guy for years. Out of respect for her baby's dad, she went and got a tattoo of his name above her heart, right above her left breast. She got home, and her significant other that she's with right now had a problem with it, had an issue with it. Who's right and who's wrong?
I
That's a lot of.
I think two things can be true at the same time. I mean, like I don't think that it. Although the displaying of her grief may not be palatable to him, but he's also within his right for feeling some type of way. Because I mean, if I'm putting myself in both positions, like, I mean, now me personally, I'm not going to brand myself with someone's name, no matter who it is. That's just me. Now I have tattoos, but whenever it gets to branding, in my opinion, that's I don't know. I just ain't gonna put nobody's name on me. But that's how she chose to honor him and grieve. I mean, me personally, maybe just sending a flower to his arrangement or even going to the funeral would have been enough to pay homage. And make sure that the kid is raised the best way. That's just me. But I can't get mad at her for how she chose to grieve. I mean, if that's the case, then I would be mad at a lot of people. And I think we have to be open to the fact of not everybody grieves and displays that grief in the same way that we would. But I mean, the new husband or whoever he is well within his right for for feeling some type of way, because I mean, like,
Why?
I would too. If
Wow.
my boyfriend or husband or whomever went and, oh my God, he doesn't have any kids, but if he would have had kids and went to go get his baby mother's, like, this whole homage, up above his chest, then okay, well, where mine is, so I'm gonna have the whole back then, huh? So I mean, I can't. Neither one is wrong. They're well within their rights for feeling the way that they do.
Do you think, and it's been said here that one of the issues is that the male ego is actually playing a part in him not wanting that other man's name to be displayed on her body like that? It's certainly not above her heart. My daughter said that maybe it was somewhere else and not maybe on her arm or something like that, but above her heart. That's speaking a lot. What do you say to that?
Well, I can't really just say it's male ego because I'm not a male, and I would feel like I said, if she got that piece, then I have to have the whole bag. So I mean, I don't think that I don't know. Maybe I'm just not mature enough to be able to handle that. But I mean, like, it's you got to think about the significance of, it's not just a tattoo. It's an homage to someone that you have not just a history with. And I get that they have children together. They're always going to be tied, literally, till death do them part. They're going to be tied by, this little blessing, this little person that's here. And it's not just an homage, it's an homage, like, on your heart. That is close. That person meant something to you, something more than just my child's father or my child's mother or, a good friend. I mean, write a book. I don't know. Like I said, go to the funeral, but no, I mean, my ego would be bruised as well, and I'm not a male. So I just think it's just ego in general. And I think it's the significance of where the tattoo is and who it is. Now, if that's your mama or your daddy, okay. Like, mama is the first one to get your heart. But this one, my ego will be bruised too. I can't even lie.
Wow. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Kirk, talk to me, brother. How would you feel about that? And good morning. How you doing this morning?
Morning, bro. Morning, man. Just getting through, bro.
Come on, Kirk. Come on.
Sometimes in relationships, man, you gotta know where you stand, man. Like, that sound to me like he really don't. That sound like it's a major male ego issue. I'm just gonna lay it out there. That's the quickest way to say it.
So he's the problem. He's the problem. He's the problem.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that is a part of the problem, because I don't know what's really going on in the background. I mean, she could be throwing it up in his face every time they get an argument. Like, my deceased husband did more than you from death. Did more than you from death than you doing than you alive.
Vivian from Miami.
Okay. Hold on, Vivian.
I don't know the inner workings of that. So, me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, it would be the same to me. It's the same as if it was there when I got there. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy, he know the relationship they had. So their relationship might have been beyond just a baby daddy, baby mama type of deal. Like, what if this lady was with this man for 25 years? It's like, there's still some connection there. The man is dead and gone. Let that man rest in peace. You know what I mean? Like, if she want to pay homage, okay, that's the way she deal with her grief and loss. Let her deal with her grief and loss. You know what I mean? Maybe down the road she'll get a cover up for that. But I wouldn't stake my whole relationship on the fact that she got a tattoo of a dead dude above her heart that I know she had kids with, and that I know she had a real relationship with, and they were, if he was still alive, I wouldn't be here. I don't think I would have a problem with that because I know.
Let's deal with that part, Curtis. If he was still alive, you wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's deal with that part for a second.
That's a fact. That's just a fact. Probably, I don't want to say probably because I don't know the inner workings, but I get where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
The truth be told, if she felt like that and that man felt that connected to her before death, if he was still alive, the truth is, the reality is, I wouldn't be with you. That's the reality.
Mm-hmm.
The opportunity came when he died.
Yeah. But hold on. Let's hear what I'm saying now. Yes, the opportunity it happened when he died, but I also said, or she also said that her and the one that she's with now has been together for several years, and so they've been split up for a minute. You know, that's her baby's dad. They were split up for a minute. Now she's with this other guy, and she said they've been together for several years. He passed, and now she going back and she's putting this tattoo on her chest, on above her heart. Now, her and her significant other that she's with right now, the one that has a problem with it, has been with her for years. So he's been there.
So that means, if I interpret that, that means that for years he fully is aware of what type of relationship she was in prior to him, right? He's fully aware of that. We got to be careful not to be trying to take ownership of people's bodies, people inner feelings and things of that nature. At the end of the day, do you have a good woman? At the end of the day, do you have a good man? And if you can say yes to those things, right? Let be what it's gonna be, man. Don't. You know, sometimes we as black folks we do this. We will bring chaos and drama into a situation that it really ain't there. What you gonna do? Accuse her of sleeping with him? Is that what's gonna come next? Well, she can pull that off. You know what? I got $1 billion bridge I could sell her in London. I swear to God.
Wow. See,
you know what?
Gotta move on, Curtis.
Put all the ego to the side. Put all the ego to the side. I'm gonna land the plane right here. Put all the ego to the side. Let's address what's really the issue with this man, or what's really the issue with this woman. Because it could be grief and loss, you know, and it could be ego. I don't know.
But see, my thing is, you know, I don't want to turn the blinds either side. I don't want to turn the blinds out of either side. I want to deal with the whole issue. Let's go to Miss Vivian. Miss Vivian, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I am doing great. Thanks for having you. First time caller. Definitely appreciate you calling in. We're talking about this situation and this scenario that I actually heard on the Steve Harvey show. And the young lady, she wrote a letter, say that her baby's dad died. He is now deceased. In her group, now she's with another guy that she's been with for many years. Okay, he passed, and out of respect for him, out of honor to him, she went and got his name tattooed above her heart, her left breast. Said that a significant, the one that she's with right now, the guy that she's with right now, that been with for years, had an issue with it, had a huge issue with it. Who's right and who's wrong?
Well, this is actually, there's two sides to this story. And I hear this all the time because my business is tattoo removal, like literally. So one side of it is, well, I guess the question I need to start with, did she have the tattoo when she met the guy that she's currently with now?
No, after he passed. After he passed.
Then that's a problem.
Okay.
But the problem is, if you met this new person that you've now been in a relationship with for years, and you still felt so connected to your dead ex that you disregarded your new person's feelings so that you can honor him in that way, you sent a monumental message when you got that tattoo.
Wow.
Because you literally just said, I love you, but I love him more, so he gets the representation over my heart, is the message you just sent. You completely disregarded the new person. Right,
Miss Vivian. Miss Vivian, let me
already been there.
Miss Vivian, let's stay right there. Miss Vivian. Let's stay right there for a second, because that's a powerful statement that you just made. Let's stay right there for a second. How did you get
Okay.
How did you get that? Because this is what you do, and you talk to people all the time that's getting these tattoos removed, and they tell you their stories. And so I'm leaning on your expertise
Correct.
right now. So how did you get that? How did you get that from what happened? Was she's putting precedence on one person over the other?
So placement of a tattoo on a body is a really big thing. It has meaning. It's the reason why people put certain things in certain places.
Mm-hmm.
A tattoo over the heart is basically you saying, this is something special to me. This is something deeply ingrained and I want to keep. It is in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are already with someone and instead of putting him there, you choose someone from the past to put there, you've made a choice. You've made a statement. This person means more to me than what you do in this moment.
Wow. Wow. So what do you, you being who you are and seeing the different things as you see them, what should he do? What should be his position right now?
He should walk away. I understand that he loves her. I understand she may be a good woman and all of these things. But what that says to me is she is not done grieving her ex. She is not ready to move on.
Mm-hmm.
And he can continue to put energy in that relationship, but he's always going to play number two to a person that's not there. You can't compete with a ghost because a ghost will always be perfect. He needs to just walk away from that situation.
Wow. Wow. Cassandra, what are you hearing?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't agree with that. But, you know, like we always say on here, everyone has their opinion. As a counselor, I think, you know, those of us that do it for a living, and she hears the stories behind why people do things. So she can, you know, if she's removing the tattoos, she understands a lot of the dynamics behind that. The main thing that I say is that obviously she is still in a grieving process. That does not mean that she does not love the person that she's with. And I definitely don't think that he should walk away unless it's just what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't love her and he doesn't want the relationship anymore, then walk away. But for a tattoo to make you walk out of somebody's life, that I mean, I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense to me, but it may make sense to the next person. But I would not walk away from a relationship where I love the person. I would try, I may get counseling. I may try to, you know, definitely we'll have that conversation and this is what, and maybe they can go see Vivian and have it removed if, you know, he can bring her to a place. But it sounds to me that she is still grieving. There is nothing wrong with her still grieving. Sometimes grief doesn't really kick into years because people, they cover up with the pain that they're feeling. So if you're going to walk away from someone because they have started or they're in a grieving process, then that means that you really weren't that good for the person anyway. Because a relationship should be more than that. It should be bigger than that. She's grieving. This may be when she has started her process. So I don't know. I don't eliminate people like that. But, you know, like I said, you know, Vivian does this for a living as far as removing them. So she hears all of the stories. But I'm just saying from a counselor standpoint, there's no way that if he loves her, he should walk away because she got the tattoo. He should try to get counseling and understand what she's going through.
Is there, do you think, Cassandra, there is, hold on, Ms. Vivian. Do you think, Cassandra, there's a level of disrespect there if she did that, or she just didn't, was it the grief that took over her and she was not thinking clearly at that particular moment?
I think that it was probably that she has not thought it through. Do you guys realize what grief do to people?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you? Okay. Because I want people to understand that people have killed themselves because of grief. That people have lost their minds because of grief. So if she got a tattoo to try to process through that grief, then girl, get the tattoo. I'd rather you not lose your mind and I'd rather you not kill yourself, but to deal with your grieving process. So, you know, that's just me. That's just my opinion as a counselor. make your choices. But
Mhm.
to me, I would rather see her do that than take more drastic measures.
Okay. Okay. Miss Vivian, I think you was about to say something.
I completely agree with what she's saying about, her doing that over more drastic measures. But I also think that I personally feel we're discounting part of this, right? Because it's not just the tattoo, right? It's the tattoo was just a vehicle that was used to express what she was feeling. But it's the fact that you got so lost and caught up in it that you gave this meaning to something and you did not consider your partner, right? We want the partner to be considerate of the grief and what she's going through, as he should be if this is going to be a long-standing relationship. But did you consider your partner while you were processing what you were processing? For the placement of this tattoo, there was a thought process behind it. There's a meaning behind it, because you would have put it somewhere else if it didn't mean a certain thing, right? You would have put it on your arm. You would have put it on your rib cage. There's a million places to put a tattoo, but putting it on the heart, that there's a significance just in that action alone. And so if he loves her, he can try to work through it and all of those things. But as you said, grief happens years later. Grief takes time. Grief, and nobody has a clock into how she can grieve, because it's clear she's still grieving. So are we asking him to play the secondary role for an undetermined amount of time until she realizes she's over the past and can now embrace her future? Like, I don't know why we would ask a person to do that, because that's
so many
very
levels.
hurtful in itself, or can be, depending upon the situation and what's involved in that.
But see, my thing is there's so many different levels on this right here, because if I'm just, for the sake of the conversation, me being a question asker, if he did stay, and during the time where she was at her weakest moment, she looked back over that and she said, you know what, I realized what I put you through, and I realized, what I did and how I did it and how it affected you, and you decided to stay with me anyway, that lets me know exactly how much you do love me. And at that point, when she realized it, maybe she will come and see you, Vivian, and have that removed, because it will catapult their relationship to a totally different level. But there's also the other side of that coin. There's always the other side of the coin as well. So it's so many different things. Let me go to Leonard. Leonard, good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Raheem in the Morning Glow family. How are you?
Hey, doing well, doing well. And no, bro, there ain't no other nonsense. Don't you say that on this thing, man.
What? What?
Yeah, I saw what you wrote it down. But my thing, I was listening to the Steve Harvey morning show on Saturday as I was on my way somewhere, and this lady wrote a letter. Her baby daddy, who she had not been with for a long time. She's been with this other significant other. She's been with him for years, this other guy. But the baby dad, he passed. And out of honor for him, she go to the tattoo parlor and she get his name tattooed above her heart, right above her left breast. Come back home to her significant other that she's been with for years, and he had a problem with it. What do you mean you got his name? What do you mean? Leonard, who's right and who's wrong?
Well, regardless of who's right or who's wrong, I'd leave her.
Huh?
Yes.
What?
Well, I mean, why do you find it hard to believe? Are you stupid?
Wow. So you would leave her just like that?
Yes.
You explain.
Well, I can call witnesses. I don't play no games.
Hold on, y'all. Now, did you hear what I said? Y'all been together for years.
Yeah, that's why she should know better. That's why she should know better.
Preach, man.
What kind of woman you dealing with would do that to you? She is not on your side. Let her go lay next to that dead fool that she got tattooed on her chest.
Wow.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
So this lady can't grieve.
I don't care what she doing. She finna go do it somewhere else.
Lord Jesus. That's why this is the Morning Glow, y'all. Y'all listen to the Morning Glow. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock a.m.
I represent real men.
So if he stayed, he's not a real man.
No.
Wow.
No.
How could he not be a real man if he's out of state? What is he, a real boy?
Because you laying next to a female. Hear my words, a female. Because we don't say the other word.
No, we don't.
That will go and get another Negro name tattooed on her chest. That makes you a fool.
Well, Leonard, why this thing made you angry, brother?
Why you angry? Because there might, I haven't been listening, but I believe there may be someone on here justifying this foolishness. But I'm advising you men right now. If you with a woman that would do that, get rid of her now.
Don't worry about the house. Don't worry about the family. Don't worry about
pack it up.
None of that. Don't worry about none of that. Just
go. Like I've been telling you, go get that emergency bag in the closet and go find you somewhere else to be.
508-924.
Next thing you know, she'll be telling you she laying with his ghost.
50. Stay right there, Leonard. Stay right there. You don't say it. Hold on. We're gonna come right back to you in a minute. You stay right there. Don't you go nowhere. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. I hadn't talked to Ryan in a while. Sinavia, don't go nowhere, Sinavia. You can stay with us. I'm gonna come to you in just a second. So please stay with us. Ryan, what's on your heart, brother?
Leonard, it dap you up. So I was thinking about back to what Cassandra said. We all make dumb decisions, but you ever made a dumb decision like, man, I'm so upset I'm gonna have surgery?
What?
I'm gonna cut this finger off. I'm so mad.
Nah, hopefully not.
Okay. Let me go ahead and have a whole bunch of needles jabbed into my skin for a ridiculous amount of money with some blood over a part of my body that has the most meaning to my life. Right? I understand grieving, and I'm totally on board with Vivian. Because she's just like me. Know every aspect of what it means where a tattoo goes. Why do you think I got Thor's hammer on my right hand? FAFO. So it's tattoos, like I was saying earlier, tattoos have a ridiculous meaning, like where they go, what they are, what they mean to you. And we've talked about soul ties before, right?
Yes.
What you think putting somebody's name on your body's gonna do? You are tied to that person for eternity until you dead and in the ground and your skin decays. Nobody really thought about that. There's no forgiveness for that. There's no making amends. You are tied to that person until the day you die. And then some. You might even see him again somewhere else, depending on the type of person you is. You got to be real careful messing with tattoos.
Well, I ain't think tattoos was so serious, man. I ain't think tattoos was so serious. Boy, y'all folks serious about them tattoos. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. You're listening to DKL Media Group, and this is the Morning Glow. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is Way Out Wednesday, and so yes, we're going way out today. Let me get you caught up on this scenario for those that just joined us. This young lady, I was listening to the Steve Harvey show Saturday on my way somewhere, and she wrote a letter. In that letter, she said this: her baby's dad, of whom she has not been with for years. She's been with this other guy for years, but the baby dad passed. And so out of honor for him, to him, she went out and got his name tattooed above her chest, right above her left breast. She got his name tattooed, got back home or whatever. And the significant other that she's been with for years, had an issue with it. She said she don't understand where the problem is. Who's right and who's wrong in this scenario? Captain, good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, my Morning Glow family.
Who's right and who's wrong in this scenario?
Well, Ryan, I've been listening to the show for a while,
and I really wasn't gonna come on there comment on this.
Mm-hmm.
But Leonard drove me out the woods.
Leonard pulled you in, didn't he? He pulled you in.
Yeah, he pulled right when I thought I was getting out. He dropped.
It keeps pulling me.
But this is my man in him. Listen, man, he keep it straight with no chaser, man, and you can't be mad about that. You really, really can't be mad because it makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, every man does have an ego. Ain't no question about it. That's just being men, you know. And every man likes to believe that the woman he got in his life, she gonna roll with him till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
Every man want to believe that, man. You know, they're my people, man. We down like the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go and get a dead man. And then hear what you said. Out of honor of not the children, not out of honor of the man's son and his baby, out of honor of a dead man. Like that's his last request to me. He said me in his will, baby, if I die, put my name over the top of your chest.
I won't be able to see it. I won't be able to see it, but I know it's there.
But I know it's there. Now, a man, and I like what Leonard said, man, I mean, hey, sweetheart, it's very clear to me you got more love for him than you do me. For the last couple of years, I've been taking care of you unless if there's something going on I didn't know nothing about now. All right? There's something now. If you like him that much, then let me call him a dead fool. I wouldn't go that far.
You know what she been doing. You know what she been doing.
Hold on, Leonard. Hold on. Go ahead, Cap.
That's what you want to do. They gonna be with the ghost. I ain't mad at you. But you can't be with me. I'm just sorry. And I heard Sister Cassandra, but people grieve. Well, that's true. People do grieve. People have strange ways by which they grieve. But we're talking individuality choices. And I like what Leonard said. He said, that's me. I mean, and I feel the same way. You know, it's clear that, wow, man, you broke my heart, woman. So you put another man over your heart while you break my heart. You just broke. So I don't need, he's gone. He can't do nothing for you now. But you rather dump me. Well, I was grieving. No, you can say that. But no, I don't think people should get caught up in the right or wrong. They need to, you know, I mean, we can read between the lines if you got any kind of sense. You know, I mean, anybody got any sense, you can read, man, that love that dude.
Yeah.
You love that dude. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But then my man must have been a rebound.
Wow.
He must have been a rebound.
Come on, Cap.
Yeah.
Come on, Cap. She probably was sleeping with him till he died.
Leonard, you know you must.
Well, y'all are something. But let me ask you this question, Cap. I'm gonna ask you this question. We're gonna move on. We got a couple other people on called in, and we got to go to Willow. We got Will on the line as well. But Cap, how much of what's being said right now ties into the male ego? Hold on, somebody that's talking. Somebody that's talking. Mute your line, everybody, except the person that's talking. Okay, go ahead, Cap.
I mean, ego's a lot of it, man. I mean, if she was to go to show her girlfriends, I mean, my man ego be hurt, and then his fans around him said, "Dude, you need to tell me." Shaniqua went and got a tattoo of her ex who's dead over her heart. Now his ego is hurt. I mean, yeah, a lot of his ego, bro. I mean, you know, we macho man, we macho man, bro. I mean, my ego would be. I thought I had as tight as this hat, man. Evidently, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, ego plays a role. I believe 80% of ego, man. We driven by ego. That's what's on my heart, right?
Good deal. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Let me go to Toussaint real quickly. Toussaint, what's on your heart, brother? what is this whole situation, man? Because she just wanted to honor her baby's dad. He's gone. He's not a threat. He's gone. He's not gonna come knock at the door or call on the phone. None of that. He's gone. What's the issue?
I can always tell when people are insensitive, and this is my opinion towards men, period, because they are inconsiderate of them, and the heck with their feelings. I almost said the hell, but
hey.
Because unfortunately, there's no counsel for the man. There's no thought. The heck, get over it. It's no big deal. It's just another dead man. But I got to live with this dead man for the rest of my life, and I'm not even kin to him. Matter of fact, I knew him and I didn't care for him. You missed that? Somebody said if he was still living, he'll probably be there, and I wouldn't be. Come on now.
Yeah.
So, and then now you're putting this in my face every day, especially when, evidently, I got to look at your heart. Or your breast and it ain't my name.
I can't even look at them no more.
It ain't my name. I don't want to see them. I'm like, Leonard,
so
you don't have to leave.
So hold on, Tucson.
Everything but the dogs.
Hey, Tucson.
Tucson.
So basically, what you're saying is every time y'all have y'all intimate moments, you think it's three of y'all there.
She is.
She's three. She's having the time of her life. And
I'm making love to your old lady.
Trying to size up. Who's the dead man?
Who's she fantasizing about? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, boy, yeah.
Another mule kicking in your stall.
No, I got a wood. If you got some wood, I got a match.
Yeah.
Well, oh Lord. But see, hold on. Let me hear Tucson. So basically, it's three of y'all. Every time y'all do something, it's three of y'all there. Three.
And I'm not in the heart. Now we talk about men, but I don't know. I have the only woman that I have met that would even be okay with this is Cassandra. I don't mean no harm, Cassandra. I love you. You know, you're my girl. But I don't understand you. I'm sorry. I don't understand you. If you had a man and all of a sudden he didn't have no conversation with you, none, didn't even talk about it,
rope too,
didn't even consider your feelings or anything else, and here he is, and you say, "Oh, honey, I love you so much. Let's go to bed," and then he takes his shirt off and doggone it, tore your name on his chest.
That MF is there.
Nah, that's gonna be a night on the sofa.
We're gonna need some rope too. Who gonna bring the rope?
Wow. 508. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let me keep this thing going. Let me go to Willow. Boy, y'all loving this conversation this morning.
Y'all need to go back to Vivian.
Hold on, Mo.
Good morning.
Well, how you doing this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. I gotta ask you a question. I'm gonna mute Mo. Let me mute Mo, Michael. Mo,
excuse me.
Well, got a scenario, and I want to hear your whole heart on it. Young lady wrote into the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I heard it Saturday, and she's been with this one fella for quite a while. But her baby's dad, who she's no longer with, passed, and out of honor to him, she went to the tattoo shop and had his name tattooed above her chest, above her left breast. Came home, and her significant other, whom she's been with for years, had an issue with it, with that name being tattooed on her chest, above her heart. Willa, who's right and who's wrong?
First of all, is she married to this significant other?
No, they never said they was married.
Relationship?
Well, they're in a committed
Is she
relationship.
committed to
Yes, they're supposed to be in a committed
in a
relationship, but
committed
yes.
yeah. So first of all, she should have had, even though it's her body, she should have had
Hey,
a
well,
conversation.
your volume is a little bit low. Your volume is not as high as it usually is.
Okay. Okay, let me put it now. First of all, she should have had a conversation with her significant other.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know her relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she's not married to this guy, really to me, I mean, it's her decision. He ain't made a commitment to her. It's that's her decision.
Mm-hmm.
He made a commitment. Whether he's gonna make one now or not, I don't know what's gonna happen with that relationship. It would be different if they were married. For me, because the marriage starts in the heart first of all, and then for her to do that without consulting him, that just tells me that there was nothing with the relationship. So it was up to her. It's Raheem. It was up to her to make that decision what she's gonna do with her body at a time she's not connected to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying that if she was in a committed relationship, she wouldn't have did that. If she was married to the guy, she wouldn't have did that. We're talking about you building up a scenario. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Let me ask you though.
World,
let me ask you.
This is
How
what
can you?
should have happened.
But how can you say? Willa,
married to him, she should have had a conversation.
And how can you say that had she been married, she wouldn't have done that? How can you with no doubt say that?
We're just building a scenario. I don't know whether she would have not.
Okay.
Because even in marriages, people are together, but they're not together.
Mm-hmm.
So it defines what kind of relationship you have based on your actions.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said what I said.
Okay.
See, you could determine. See, if you see a married couple and the woman is disrespectful to the man, you can kind of determine what that marriage is all about.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go out and I do something and I know it's against my husband, we're married alone. Maybe he got his own bedroom, I got mine. See, so we can determine looking from the outside or guessing, trying to go on what's to somebody else's home by what they do on the outside. Mm-hmm. There's no way that I would have been disrespecting my husband like that. Mm-hmm. Not me.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is her actions determine what kind of relationship they had. Now I'm gonna tell you this. My husband has a tattoo of his baby mama on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
That when they were together, he thought that they were going to be together forever. So he tattooed her on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Does that tattoo bother me? Not at all. I am very secure about my relationship with my husband and what my heart is with him. That don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
He could have had it over his whole body and it wouldn't have bothered me. And I'm talking about me. Because I know how I am about myself. That don't affect me at all. None.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like he got a black mark on his arm that I don't even see. I'm just telling you. It's how we place things. Mm-hmm. And that is not something that determines where my life goes every day. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's on my heart.
Good deal. Shanavia, talk to me. And Vivian, if you're still there, I'm coming to you next.
I'm here.
Okay. Shanavia?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me, sis. We got a lot going on this morning. Talk to me. This is Way Out Wednesday. You know how we do. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a lot going on, but I'm going to stay in my same position. I mean, I don't feel like that there's nothing more that I can say. I see both sides of it. Mm-hmm. She did what she did, and he feels the way that he feels. Mm-hmm. He ain't wrong for how he feels. Like I said, if it was me, it's not even necessarily about who. Well, yeah, it is. It is about who the tattoo is about, and it's about the placement of it. For me as a woman, I would still have an issue with that. I get where he's coming from. There's a lot of speculation as to why she did what she did and all of that good stuff. So whatever, she did it. Mm-hmm. All right, we're there. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I can't tell this dude to leave that woman. That's his decision. And especially if I'm coming from a therapeutic standpoint, I will never tell anybody what you need to do unless you are harm to yourself or others, or you are in harm. Then that's whenever I tell you what to do. But you will never come back and be like, well, Miss said that I should leave you because you got this tattoo. Baby, that's your decision. If you can stick it out and emotionally, if you're cool with it, then fine. And I think what I'm hearing from some of the guys is like, I kind of want to. This is just where I'm coming from, and this is what I'm hearing. I don't think it is necessarily a quote unquote male ego thing that's being projected out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think because how I'm digesting it is emotionally, I'm going to always be in competition with this person that's on your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Subconsciously, I'm going to be in competition with this person that's on your heart,
Mm-hmm.
not on your arm, not on your back, not on your leg, on your heart. That's a very sacred and specific place to place someone. Most people reserve that for their children, their mothers, or their loved ones. So you can beg to argue, well, is she still in love with this person? And how can you compete with someone that's physically not there, but emotionally has a toll on you, has a hold on you? So like I said in my original position, I get both ends of it or what have you, but that's all I got.
Wow. 508-924-3521. You're listening to the Morning Glow. We're here every day, Monday through Friday from 7 until 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on DKM Media Group and Associates. And if for whatever reason you like the broadcast and you want to support the broadcast, you can do so. All you have to do is go to Cash App, $ DKM Radio. DKM Radio. Keep us going. We would definitely appreciate that as well. Vivian, what's on your heart?
Like the last lady said, there isn't very much more to say about the situation. She made a choice. She disregarded the person that she had been with for years. And it's to my understanding, this man who is your baby daddy, so he never married you in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't been with him for years. You're with someone else. But when he passed, you are in so much grief that you give him a sacred space on your body. That means he was always there. He was always in your heart. You never should have been with the next person. I mean, we could probably infer that the reason they weren't together was because he didn't want to be with her, because obviously she was still very much in love with him to be able to do what she did. She didn't respect the person that she's with. She didn't consider the person that she's with. And he's always going to be second fiddle to this person that's never going to be there anymore. Now, she's right. I wouldn't directly say to anybody, oh, you need to leave them. But my opinion is still the same. He needs to walk away because he's not going to ever be number one. It's just never going to be a thing. And if, as a partner, yes, you're supposed to be there for your partner when they're grieving, but there are ways to do that. Literally, I've dated someone who was still grieving years after their fiance passed. I created a shadow box with her picture. I gave it because I'm supportive. That does not bother me. I'm not intimidated by that. She was important. She still is important. That's fine. I'll give you that. But then to put a tattoo and disregard my feeling, because at that point, she no longer is just someone who's important to you. She has a hold on you, and it's a stronger hold than I have because you memorialized her on something that technically is supposed to never be able to be erased. That I wouldn't stand for. As supportive as I am of my partners and whatever they got going on, I'm not doing that because yes, every time we're intimate now, I got to look at her name on you. She's staring at me while I'm laying under you. So I got two people on top of me. No, thank you. I'm good.
Wow. Mo, talk to me, brother.
I just want to, the basic and bring it down. And let's say that the sister who got the tattoo said, you know what, I messed up. I was in grief. To ask Vivian, depending on if it was like a small tattoo, what would be the cost to remove that? And I understand with breast tissue, it's a bit more painful and with that, but let's talk about the actual cost of removing a memory to go forward. And Vivian's estimation, what would we be ranging at?
So what would have cost her probably about $50 and maybe 30 minutes of her time with Kit would probably cost her, we'll just say this name is 2 square inches. It's going to cost her about $2,000 and a year and a half to remove.
Wow.
And how long does that take?
Sessions are probably about 15 minutes every 8 to 10 weeks.
But you still will see the outline of the fade?
Where there's no scar.
Okay.
Wow. Good deal. Good deal. Let's go to Leonard. Leonard, what's on your heart, brother?
Well, you know, Raheem, I'm just listening. I heard another story about this, that, and the other, but I'm gonna stand up for men. It's all ego. Period. I'm one of those type of men. I just believe in asserting myself. If you my woman, don't come in here and play me for no fool like this. I don't care about your grieving process, none of that. You got a lot of nerve to lay next to another man and do that. You want to talk about the house burnt up? That's how you get shot. Because you tried it. And every man with a woman, his woman should know him better than that. That woman does not respect you, brother. And you need to leave her immediately. Talking about he just died. Well, you was laying with him probably a week before he died. And you're going to let some woman, you know, I love to hear the women say this and say that, but you're the one looking for a proposal, not me. It needs to be the way I want it to be. So before you think about getting, you know, I've been married to my wife 25 years. And she come in here with that foolishness. She leaving today. Do you understand me? You better not even let another man's, his name better not come out your mouth in my presence. I do not play like that. But this I understand with people who are into these multiple and serial relationships and believe all this other foolishness folks have put in their head about this type of thing is okay. I just read a story about a ball player, Steven Jackson, who constantly told this young lady that he was getting ready to marry. We need to sign this prenup. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. She kept putting it off. Okay, I'm not going to marry you unless you sign this prenup. She didn't respect him and she didn't take him serious, and he left her butt standing there at that altar. Men, stand on your word. Don't allow these women to bring things into your life that's going to separate you in a way and drive you insane and drive you crazy. Because this is what that woman was trying to do. I don't care what nobody say. If you with a woman that would do that, thank you, brother, Will Smith. Look at his situation. His family all tore up because he enjoined himself to this witch.
Did you call that woman a witch?
Yes, because we can't say that other word.
Sure enough. Sure enough.
I would have strangled her.
Well, we not. Hold on. Let me say. DKM Media Group and Associates does not condone or do promote violence in any kind of way. The sentiments of Leonard talking about screening somebody is strictly his comment and his comment alone. It has nothing to do with DKM Media Group at all. Those are his comments. And so send the email to Leonard. I give you his whole email and all that stuff, but you don't send it over here because we did not say that.
I have
no shaking too, right?
I have friends of mine. If we're sitting at the same table, you bring this up to me, you got to leave the table. Because I have no respect for you. You don't sit. I mean, it's just amazing to me that this stuff becomes okay. Me and my wife don't do tattoos at all. I'm not even marrying you if you got all these tattoos.
Wow. Let me go to Kurt. Kurt, what's on your heart? Cap, coming to you next. Kurt, talk to me, man. Is it male ego, man? Are we this male testosterone is taking over this conversation? What do you hear?
It's all male ego. It's all male ego. Some levels of jealous, interactive behavior. And at some point, because she did what she did, you wound up worrying more about that than you actually do your relationship. I mean, for me, man, I hear what the brothers are saying, you know what I mean? But all at the same time, man, I know who I am. And I also know what I married. So if I'm presented with the option to throw the baby out with the bathwater, then I'm going to keep the baby in the house and throw the bathwater out. I don't.
So you
know what I'm saying? Like,
so you'll keep the relationship intact. It wouldn't mean that much to you to throw the whole situation away because of a tattoo.
No, I mean, you gotta think. What's your investment? What's your emotional, your financial, your physical investment is? You know, and Willa said something that really summed everything up. For real. Maybe she did it because he ain't put that ring on her hand. How about that?
I said that too.
How about that? You know what? Let me put it like this right here. And I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Not being involved in relationships trying to make husband or wife decisions, but you ain't a husband or a wife. If you ain't put that ring on that girl's hand, then maybe she made that decision because maybe the fact that you didn't show her that, you know what, this cat do not love me as much as my baby father did. Maybe you need to check just how much love you're expressing towards her. Lastly, I'm going to say this. I feel, Leonard, I swear to God, I do. But for all the ladies, I'm married. But if my wife walk out that door on me the day of tomorrow, the one thing I ain't going to do, I ain't going to jail for nobody. I don't like the way it smells. I don't like the way they move. I don't like the way they live. So I'm not going to jail for nobody. I like to be able to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and go to a separate room to use the bathroom. I like that if I don't want to eat at 7 o'clock in the morning, I don't have to eat at 7 o'clock in the morning. I like the fact that if I don't want to go outside, I don't have to go. So we can talk about that foolishness we want. But when you talk about committing murder over something so feeble as a tattoo, brother, you got a problem. You got some issues. I'm sorry. I'm murder what? Ooh. I'm gonna murder something, all right. I'm gonna murder whatever I bump into when I walk up out of this door. And that's not. I think the men on here understand what I'm saying. But I'm not.
Can I pose a question?
Somebody just said something. Who said something?
It was me, Vivian. Can I pose a question? Because
Go ahead.
If she made that choice because you didn't put the ring on her finger, that means she's trying to manipulate you anyway. So is the relationship not over from that point, just from that standpoint? I mean, if you have to manipulate a person into making a commitment to you, then there's no commitment that you should want, because that means they don't really want you in that way. I mean, right or wrong. From what I understand.
And Vivian, to your point as well, because I was thinking something along some similar to what you just said, but slightly different. I thought when he said that he didn't put a ring on her. Her baby's dad. It never said ex-husband, so he didn't put a ring on it either. He put a baby in her. He impregnated her, and they have a child together. But he did not put a ring on it. And so now you're holding this man to a totally different standard. Because I didn't put a ring on it. Well, what about him? He didn't put a ring on you either. But yet you're honoring him and dishonoring me.
Correct. It's just disrespectful. It is completely. And I mean, there's a bunch of men on this call, so y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But from what I was told from my brothers that they were teaching me the game, it don't take a man years to know if this is the person he wants to spend the rest of his life with. A man generally knows fairly quickly from what I understand. But when a man gives you years and hasn't made that type of commitment to you, it's either one, he doesn't believe in marriage, or two, you're a great placeholder until he finds the person that he wants to give that commitment to.
Wow.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I was taught.
Exactly. And we're gonna take a quick pause just for 1 second, and I'm gonna go to people for that. I want to hear your comment. Hold on, I have to do this commercial. I got to do this commercial real quickly. You know that what we're doing. We're doing our DKM party cruise. We're doing our DKM party cruise. It's gonna give you all the information on it. It's gonna be June. It's gonna be in 2025, not this year. 2025. It's going to be from June the 21st till June the 26th. We're going to be out there for 5 days. It's going to be an amazing event. We want all of y'all to come. And be a part of the DKM Media Group cruise. We're going to play the commercial right now, and we will be back in about a minute and a half to continue this conversation. I am loving it.
Come join us on our DKM Media Group First Party Cruise. We will be leaving out of Tampa, Florida on June 21st, returning on June 26th. That's right, 5 amazing days of fun and entertainment. Come join us on our DKM Media Group First Party Cruise. We will be leaving out of Tampa, Florida on June 21st, returning on June 26th. That's right, 5 amazing days of fun and entertainment. All this will take place in the year 2025. The cabins hold 2 people, and there is a $200 cabin fee. The fee of $200 covers both parties. You heard me right. Your deposit is a single $200 fee, and you can secure your cabin for you and your significant other. Then you have until March 15th, 2025 to pay the remaining balance. That is almost an entire year to pay the balance on this outstanding cruise vacation. Do I need to tell you that we are going to 2 different ports? Or should I mention the fact that we are going to be on one of the best cruise ships? I know you are surprised, but this is all true. Contact me today for all the details. You can contact me by email at myfamilybychoice@mail.com. That's myfamilybychoice@mail.com. Why aren't you taking out your credit card now?
Good deal. So that's what it is, man. If anybody have any questions, concern, or anything, reach out to me. Let me know. We definitely want to have everybody that's a part of DKM, if you can, if you're available, if you can make it next year, not this year, next year. And so they give you a whole year, like I said in the clip. It gives you all the way up until March the 15th to pay. You pay $200 deposit right now. That cover your cabin. They're gonna ask you whether you want indoor, outdoor, ocean view, what kind of, or penthouse. You want the penthouse? You want to go big time? You want to be that big baller and get your penthouse? Get you a penthouse. I'm not getting no penthouse, but if you want to, that's your option. You could do that as well. But no one understands that the penthouse there's a larger price tag tied to that penthouse. You got to pay to play. Yes, you do. But I want all y'all to come out, have a great time with this man. It's gonna be 5 days, 5 amazing days, and so that's where we are, and that's what we're doing. Cap, talk to me. Everybody mute your line. I got some background noise coming. Hold on, Cap. Got some background noise coming from somebody. Everybody mute your line. Everybody mute your line. Got some background.
Vivian who's gonna remove all tattoos so y'all can enjoy yourselves in y'all cabin. All right, brother. Let me say, ain't nothing like some humor. Let me put some perspective to everything that I'm hearing. You know, Willa, she made a very good point that Kurt brought out, and it goes both ways. You know, yeah. Well, dude, the baby daddy didn't do nothing either.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that's very important in these scenarios, and that's what they are, the scenarios that we're given, is that Cassandra, as a therapist, could never tell nobody to leave. I understand that, Cassandra. You're not wrong in that. But you don't have to worry about you telling him to leave. His partner's going to be telling him that. You know, we run in a circle of men, you know? And when the other fellas who circle our men, they the ones going to be saying to him every day, dude, partner, you need to leave that shit. That's where he's going to get that from. He ain't going to get it from a therapist. So his peers going to do a great job reminding him every time they go out to get a drink, you still with that woman, man?
Mm-hmm.
So that's so you don't have to worry about that, Cassandra. As a therapist, you should never tell somebody to do that. I agree with you. Ain't nobody disagree with you. You know.
Go
but
ahead.
At the same time, to keep it 100, we have to understand that as we talk about the male ego, that men have a different way of how we have a relationship with women, period.
Mm-hmm.
In our relationship, now, look at this weak throwing scenario. Say this woman that you're talking about right here.
Yes, sir.
She's very wealthy. And the dude that she's been rolling with, the scrub, all right, that she's been rolling with 2-3 years, he's living off of her.
Mm-hmm.
So evidently, he may not have no problem with it because he knows, well, shoot, man, this chick take care of me. I tell her remove that, you know. Now, that could be a hidden understanding. But at the same time, you have to understand that a man, like and you know, I know Leonard going through the extreme, fellas, and I think y'all need to understand that. I can understand that. And you know, Leonard a little touch, y'all. Everybody know Leonard a little touch. So
Lord,
we ain't mad. It is nothing unusual to hear something like that come out of Leonard's, Dr. Leonard's. So let us not ride on that, y'all. Let us not ride on that. But I do believe, I want to say something that's funny. Willa talked about the tattoo. She talked about the tattoo she talked about the tattoo on her husband's arm. And I agree, that ain't no reason to. She said, don't even bother her. But say you had a tattoo, Willa, somewhere else, and every time, you know, your husband, you know, now he may have a problem. Like, I'm looking at this tattoo in this other spot, and I need to get somebody to remove that.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that I got a problem with it. It's in a place where you don't be reminded. That's all. That was your point.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in a place where you don't be reminded, but over this person's heart or their chest, wherever they got it, it's a place of reminding. And I think as everybody agree on here 1,000%, the heart is sacred. And that is a sacred spot. And I think that a woman that would do that without counseling the significant other, you know, I think she was totally wrong and she got the stuff to cover. Now, is grief? We can throw grief in it. Because we all always can say, the devil made me do it. The devil made me do it. You know, it was alcohol. We can apply to everything. But in reality, you cannot hide or mask a relationship that has been going on for 2 to 3 years with the significant other. And all of a sudden you do something like that. And all of a sudden that was out of grief.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's, to me, that's just a red flag, that's suspect. And I think Brother Leonard and every man on here, he has the right to make a decision if he wanted to continue to be in that relationship. And as Vivian said, it's already gone. I mean, you can stay there.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna never be the same.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be but just a matter of time that's gonna come up, and that's gonna be a situation. Now, my man Mo said, how much would it cost to have to remove? In other words, he's thinking about let's try to do some damage control right now. Well, it's good to do damage control early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't do damage control right now and get that removed, I think, you know, people forgive people, but this is male ego. And you don't have to worry, Sister Cassandra. We with you, sister. Don't ever tell somebody you should leave somebody over that, especially if they got an investment.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to worry about you telling that. Every time he goes to the bar and be with the dudes, they gonna tell him that.
Good deal.
So that's
good
what's
deal.
on my heart, right?
Good deal. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Got about 31 minutes before we get out of here. Let me go to Ibrahim. Ibrahim, what's on your heart?
Yeah, I was listening in, and well, this is where I'm not winning, so I'm gonna be me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that you know, I hear a lot of immaturity when I talk about things. Now I understand, and first I'd like to say, I've been meaning to always tell Cassandra, thank you for your efforts and keeping us in memory of our ancestors. And she probably know what I'm talking about. If that's Miss Green, I don't know. But,
yeah.
But anyway, because we in the same, you know, I got heritage all up around through that same area that she's working in, that she's worked in. But anyway, you know, I think that when I hear the word ego used as a male thing, it defies me a logic, because ego is you. It's centric you. It doesn't have a sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
Ego doesn't have, and willfulness doesn't have sexuality. It's a product of our society. You know, a product of our society, how we want to impugn ourselves and say that this is what society is, and this is what we should think it is. And one thing, and I'm not casting shade, but and you know, I come irregular. I come sometimes to listen in. I don't speak and stuff like that. But it is a thing that I see that we're more concerned with our feelings and each other's feelings, or our own feelings. That's what we say, our own feelings, and what we gleaned out of society, irregardless of what happened in the past or any type of structural thing that we have, is how the society developed and how we feel the way we feel, and we actually think that we have free will. That we would state these things like it's fact, and like this is what everybody should believe, but this is what life is supposed to be like, and it's totally wrong. And and right now, what's going on in our country right now, and abroad, and sometimes when I had to go off the phone because I hear laughter about the serious issue. You know, we were talking about tattoos. People got Trump tattoos. People got tattoos plastered all over their house and everything like that. And I don't care, you say, well, you might feel this way because you know, but really, are you serious? And now we're telling people protesting, even people like, what's his name, Reverend Al Sharpton. He's talking against the protest, and they're coming with some kind of rhetoric. That protest reminds them of January 6th. These students out there, and I remember.
Stay on our topic, brother. Stay on our topic.
Okay. Well, the topic is feelings of how I feel about this lady with the tattoo.
Okay. Would you? Yes, sir. Would you have an issue? Would you have an issue with it? Ibrahim. Would you have an issue with it if your significant other, you know, came home with a tattoo of another guy's, a fresh tattoo of another guy on above her heart? And she said he just passed. It's my baby dad. He just passed. How would you feel about that?
No. I'm contraire, monsieur. I would be generally packing my bags and everything. And the last thing, you know, I want to hear any noise coming out of their mouth about, you know, what's right or wrong. And I would say, generally get up and leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And go to somebody's place where I want to put their tattoo on.
Good deal. Good deal. Stay right there. Yeah.
I get the best moment I ever had in my life. I said, look, baby, hold up. I understand. I feel you. But this girl was so good to me. So many. That I'll put a tattoo on my penis, baby. So we.
See, Ibrahim, you don't want a whole different direction. Hold on, wait, no.
No, that's it. That's it.
Stay right. Ibrahim, stay right there, brother. Stay right there. Let me go to Cassandra. Cassandra, what's on your heart?
Man, I really don't have anything else to say. It's good, whatever people decide to do, whatever you feel about it. You know, I have my feelings both as a counselor and as a human being.
Let me ask you this, Cassandra. Let me ask you this. Outside of council is one of your friends. They come to you and they tell you that, look, I got a tattoo of whatever name, Cletus on you remember Cletus? Yeah, baby daddy. Yeah, I got a tattoo of him above my heart because he just passed. He passed last week, and in honor, I put a tattoo. But Marvin, her significant other right now, has an issue with it. He's mad at me. He's talking about he's gonna leave me if I don't get rid of that thing by next week. He's gonna leave and we're gonna be over. Cassandra, what should I do? This your friend talking to you. What do you tell her?
Help him pack his damn. Okay. Don't ask me stuff like that, Raheem. Help him pack his bag. If he's that doggone petty, pack your. I wouldn't give up. Lord, you got to. Let me just stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking. Get the
But
get on.
So you're gonna tell her to end everything. Just let it go.
Get that.
Because of a tattoo.
I don't normally do that. I don't normally do that as a counselor. But if he's that freaking petty, get on, get gone, get your sorry behind on. Because you don't give a dang about me anyway. Go. Because you're not considering that I'm in pain or nothing. It's just about your freaking ego and your testosterone that's running through the roof. That's petty crap. You don't care about people. If you're that quick to dismiss the relationship, you don't love the person, obviously, because if they were in that kind of pain, that they took that drastic a move, and you don't understand that, then get the step in. Go ahead. And I don't normally say that, but I tell her, help him pack his bags, please. Help him pack his bags.
But Cassandra, other side of the coin could be a person could say, well, she's not being sensitive to his feelings either because now he got to deal with this every day.
I understand that, but we said that she is in a grieving process. You just said that the guy just died and she did it. So that is a move of someone that is in grief. If you cannot understand that, then it's your problem. Go on. If you want to leave, to me, it's like open the door. And let me say this, because people like to throw out the fact about relationships and how women feel. Let me tell you something. I love men. I always have loved men. But guess what? You are not going to, I've been there, done that. You are not going to pull me down and make me feel bad about decisions that I make. We act differently. We're men and we're women. We are built differently. God made us differently. So don't try to make me react the way a man would react, because that's not going to happen. And even the way some women would react. We're all individuals. We make our own decisions as to how we want to react to different things. And if you are that petty that you want to leave a relationship that you say you love somebody in because of a tattoo, then get the step in.
Wow. 508-924-3521. 508-9. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Everybody, hold on. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Well, this is a good one this morning. Somebody wanted, Vivian, I think that was you that wanted to say something along with somebody else. Vivian, was that you?
I just want to ask a question.
That wasn't Vivian, but I mean, I had a reaction to that one, but we're going to just let that one slide, and we're going to move over to somebody who actually had something to say.
Okay, I'm trying to catch up with the people that hadn't spoken in a minute. Who would that just said something?
Well, I just want to ask a question.
No, Ibrahim, you just got finished, brother. Let me stay right there. Don't go nowhere. I got to move on to other people.
A question about a licensed therapist over somebody's individual.
Ibrahim,
I mean, that don't sound like a licensed therapist.
Ibrahim, so basically, you're just gonna disregard what I just said, brother. Hold on.
I stopped.
Okay, good deal. Let me go to Kurt. Kurt, what's on your heart, brother?
I'm here too, Raheem.
Okay. Kurt, you there? Okay, let's go, Mo.
Hey, man, this is a good discussion because it relates to both emotional security, financial security, and spiritual security. I said before, it's good to have love assurance over life insurance sometimes. And these things, a tattoo is, as we've heard from the different aspects of different things from Cassandra, and if I go on the boating and cruise, please check Cassandra to make sure she ain't got a straight razor and a bottle of gin, because she sound like a mean drunk. I'm joking.
Cassandra being real, man. Cassandra being real with this thing.
Yeah, she's being real with it. But ultimately, we had two people. Basically, Vivian had said, leave, and Cassandra, the guy should leave, and Cassandra had said the woman should leave. So obviously there is a conflict within the placement. No, I mean, that's just the two sides of it.
Okay, but let me say this to you. And one of the things that I pride myself on with the DKM Media Group is everybody have I'm not here to give anybody their opinion. Everybody have their own opinion, and I let them and I give them the freedom to voice their opinion. She's saying what she feel, and Vivian is saying what she feel. If they don't go together, that's good. But the beautiful thing is all of us have the ability or the right to say what we feel. It don't have to agree. If we have, I'm gonna let you talk, brother. If we have 10 people on here, if we have 10 people on the Morning Glow every morning, and we're all saying the same thing, how boring of a broadcast would that be, man? We wouldn't have anybody listening, because they listen to one person and they can just shut the broadcast off because everybody gonna say the same thing after that.
Well, I'm not saying, what I'm saying is the different viewpoints of women I thought was interesting.
Okay,
and
that's
that
good.
That's what I was talking about. But there's me as a musician, I'm gonna real quick. There's an old Fats Waller song that starts off, well, here we are, the three of us, just me, you, and your big feet, your two big feet, and your feet's too big. I don't want you because your feet's too big. I don't need you because your feet's too big. Sometimes your feet can be too big in certain ways. And that's what I wanted to say. And it was great talking to everybody.
So more I'm about to be funny, man. This is the way I win. So I'm just know I'm being funny. So you don't like a woman with big feet?
Oh no,
don't even.
No. Let me just say something, because I got in trouble once because I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma, went to the AUC, Morehouse grad, and everything else. And they used to joke that Delta's always won the step show because they got the biggest feet of all the sororities. And I got so much hell for that. But don't you know, I used to love a Delta at one point.
Okay. Stay right there. You're taking a turn, brother. Stay right there. Stay right there. Leonard, talk to me. Talk to me, Leonard.
It's just wild. Stop giving people excuses to do whatever they want in your life. How would you feel if your woman came home with the Baphomet tattooed on her body? I have rules and standards, and those are some of them. A woman will worship my God. Do you understand? I don't even go for these relationships. You this and she that, and y'all gonna get together and have some children and do what? How many of you men marry outside of your religion? These things are important to successful marriages. So you're pretty much saying that a person can just come in and just bring anything into that sacred and expect you to deal with it because they hurting about it? There's going to be a new hurt in your life. We have to quit allowing people to bring mess in life. I wouldn't even date women with children. Because of the rules and the standards in my life. Because I don't want to get into this mess dealing with a woman that thinks she can do whatever she wants to do. I'm not saying you can't, but you can't do it with me. You said you represent me. You no longer represent yourself. So we have to be very careful. Men set standards. Women set boundaries. Quit allowing everybody to bring everything into your life this way. Pretty soon you'll be worshiping idols. But some of you already do.
Wow. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Ryan, talk to me. After that, we're going to Willow. Then we're gonna go to Cap.
I was thinking back. Remember, you asked me, what would I do? She pop out the shower and go through all that blah, blah, blah to reveal that tattoo. And then I'm like, who the hell is Clarence Jenkins?
Who the what? What?
And then she slapped me, say, keep my ex name out your mouth. What am I supposed to do then? Because some people got attachments like that to people that are deceased. And then I was thinking about what you said a couple minutes ago. Oh, he died last year. He died last year. What you doing in another relationship? Talking about I ain't have time to grieve. You had time to move on and get yourself in another predicament.
Thank you.
You wasn't grieving that much before, and now he tatted on your heart. That's kind of what's rolling around my dome right now after I got slapped for using the ex's name. You know what I'm saying?
after you got slapped. Lord Jesus. Well,
Yeah, Raheem.
come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah, you know, one thing you said so true, Raheem, is that we're not all the same.
Mm-hmm.
We are different. And some of us can accept things differently than others. But believe it or not, there are some people, like Lenny said, that he would never marry or even never date a woman that had kids. But sometimes people are so good, they could make you change your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is this, is that it's how you allow your mind to be to receive the things that will put you in a place. Like what I'm trying to say is, I can't change what you do, Raheem.
Mm-hmm.
I can only change the way I react to what you do. And see, actions are louder than words, because we can make our mouth say anything.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We can make our mouth say anything. But our actions don't line up sometimes with what we say. So that's why I said what I said about the marrying and why she did what she did, because her actions show what kind of relationship they had.
Mm-hmm.
The disrespect, or he wasn't this, maybe they weren't going to be together long, or he was just something passing through, or maybe he was a friend with benefits. I don't know. We create this situation. But in a real situation, like I said, my husband has one. And it does not bother me, not one.
Mm-hmm.
I am so secure within myself now. I can't say it when I was younger, because when I was younger, I'm learning, I'm experiencing. Remember I told you, my first love left me and I think I didn't shower for like 60 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I didn't know no better. But as I grew and as I matured in life, and I learned what things are important and what things not to allow, to put me in a place where there's pain.
Mm-hmm.
Pain. Who loves pain? And I don't do that. I don't do that. So all I'm saying is we're different.
Mm-hmm.
I can't judge you if you say, you know what, it's okay, I don't care. But if somebody tell me, like Cassandra said, that and I'm not married to them, and they're leaving because I won't get rid of that tattoo, see you later, bye-bye. One monkey don't stop, no show.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's on my heart.
Wow. That's good. That's good. Cap, talk to me, Cap. Cap, you there? Captain, wake up and go to sleep. Wake up and go to sleep. Toussaint, what you gonna do in this situation, man? How you gonna play this thing out, man? You know, now you sitting there, man. I know you ain't gonna get angry about no doggone tattoo. You ain't gonna get angry about no tattoo.
I ain't gonna get angry. I ain't gonna get angry at all. I ain't gonna get angry. I ain't gonna raise my voice. I'm gonna kindly just
get up from the table.
I don't know if I have to get up or not, but I'm leaving there.
Mm-hmm.
I am. Sure. Because evidently you've been knowing me for years, and you know I don't play no foolishness like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not an ego. I told you that kind of stuff before when you met me.
Mm-hmm.
I told you what I'm going to do. And if you don't believe me, this is the time that I'm going to show you. I'm learning this. When you in a relationship that you want to work, you don't stun it. You don't throw blows at it. You don't bring stuff up that will cause you problems. Now, I learned this the hard way. And some of it, all of it, I hadn't got yet. But I'm learning that it ain't about me. Sure, I got children, but I can't honor my children over my wife.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That creates a problem. She got children too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my child want me to wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't shock me with that new new news.
Preach, man.
And here you are. Here I am. I'm okay. We're not in a marriage. We're in a relationship.
Yes.
And we're trying to accomplish something. And here I go. And I'm just a happy. I'm just getting off of work, and I work myself to death. You know, I'm that type of guy. I'm opening the door and closing the door and all that kind of pulling out your chair. And I'm looking at, be doggone, Clarence is on your chest.
Who was Clarence?
It was nice knowing you.
It's nice knowing you. That's it.
I ain't gonna argue. Yeah, I ain't gonna argue. I ain't gonna fuss. I ain't gonna cut up.
Amen.
Mm-mm. This world is full of people.
Mm-hmm.
And your friend ain't gonna have to tell me to get to step, because let me say this. I know I'm almost out of time. I probably am all the time. Let's throw this out here. Hey, Leonard, which captain? Ibrahim. Did you know that Raheem, old girl, got Bobby name on his chair? I don't care if it's Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Look at the conversation of him and his partners. I bet you he better not tell them that.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that boy so stupid. Look at him smiling and grinning.
What are you happy for?
Look at Nick.
And he ain't even got a woman, and he don't know it. Boy, get out of here somewhere. Just still itself. Ego.
Wow.
Man, it ain't no ego. I wish you would. Man, come on. I don't know no woman would put up with that. I don't care if their daddy dead, their mama dead, their grandmother dead, all of them die in a car accident. You better not come up with that. They ain't gonna do it. We may talk it. I'm out of time. I'll shut up. But let any of us have that come on in our lives, and we're gonna change our mind.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Vivian, what's on your heart? Talk to me.
I just hopped back in. I had to hop out. I had a client that came in for a minute. Ultimately, everybody keeps using the word ego, but I don't think this is an ego thing. This is just a matter of respect. When you love somebody and you're grieving, you cling on to the people that you love, or either you'll shut them out. It's only one or two ways that it generally happens. It could be more, but it generally happens. But either way, in the midst of the cloud of what you're going through, if you can't have respect for the person that you're with, you just don't need to be with anybody at that moment, because that means you're not in a place to consider anybody but yourself.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
There's nothing more to that. Relationships are give and take. It's about boundaries. It's about respect. It's about knowing the person that you're with. If you didn't consider him, you didn't respect him enough to not do this, if you couldn't go have a conversation with him to say, this is what I'm going through, I need some space, like, you just didn't respect him. You don't need to be there, and he doesn't either, because you're going to ask him to deal with what you just put him through, allow his heart to be broken. He's looking crazy. He's trying to stand by your side. But who's to say that when it's all said and done, you're going to get it removed? The damage is done already. A lot of times people want to do damage control after the fact, but the damage is done. The deed is done. You have now made this mark. You have given somebody some form of trauma, because that's what it will ultimately result to, that they now have to heal from. And this is another scar that the next person got to deal with, because you did something in the heat of grief. And for some reason, we want to use grief as an excuse. Grief is what is happening, but it is not an excuse.
Ryan, talk to me, brother.
Me and Vivian like Uncle Phil and Aunt Vivian right now on the show.
Night day.
We got the same thought pattern. What you can't, and it's a human impulse to do stuff while you're grieving. But it's other ways to remember folks besides tatting them on your chest. Make an epitaph. Get some parchment and some ink. Do something else. You got plenty of options, man, besides the tattoo on the chest. Think about the ramifications of your grief. You causing somebody else to grieve because of your poor choices.
Wow. And they're asking what is the topic? Well, the topic is this right here. We're talking about a young lady. She actually called in to, well, not called in, but she wrote a letter to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and I was listening to it Saturday. Her baby daddy, they're no longer together. They split up years ago. She's been with this other man for several years. She got a he passed. The baby dad passed. She went and got a tattoo of his name on her above her heart, on her left breast. She got his name tattooed on her heart and went home. And the one that she's with right now, has a major problem with that. And and we're asking the question, who's right and who's wrong? Who is right and who is wrong in that scenario? Is there any right or wrong? How should it have been handled? Who did, he got angry. She didn't find anything wrong with it. Captain, are you back with us? Cap, you there? Cassandra, talk to me. Cassandra?
Yes. I just need people to do whatever they feel like they need to do. If you want to leave the relationship, because as far as I'm concerned, y'all not married. She has a right to do whatever she decides to do, or he decides to do with their body. That's on them. You have no control over that. But if you feel like the relationship was not important enough, because some people on here act like they don't even know what the hell love is. Excuse my language. They don't. They act like like love is something you just turn on and off. So if it's that simple for you, that you love somebody and something happens that you cannot stand, you just can't stand it. It's just so horrible. But that love that I had for you, it is gone instantaneously, and I'm out of here because you did something that I did not. Don't know what the heck love is. Especially not real love. And when I say real love, I'm talking about agape and eros together. You have no idea what godly love for another human being is. So then you need to check. I ain't even gonna check you. You need to check yourself because you have a misconception of what God's love is.
Wow. And I'm looking at some of the texts, some of the conversations that's going on. Christy, you need to call in, Christy. We got about 3 minutes. You need to go on, call in 508-924-3521, 508-924-3521. Curtis, talk to me, brother.
Oh, Raheem, my 3 minutes was not up.
Okay, go ahead. You stopped talking. I thought you was done. Go ahead.
Yeah, my 3 minutes. No, but I'm saying this humorously, but I'm telling the truth. If you don't know what real love is, then it's not something that you just miss because of something that happens and you just can't stand it. Your love goes out. What kind of love is that? What kind of love is that you have? I don't get it. It's not godly love. Let's put it like that. Because if God kicked us to the curb when we made a mistake, or we made a bad choice, all of us would be heading to hell. For those of us that are Christians, and most of us on here profess, other than Cap, who's Muslim, profess to be Christians. Where is this love that you talk about?
Wow.
Where is it?
Is it non-existent?
It's non-existent because you don't dismiss people like that. These are people. God's love does not do that. That's you. Because the love of God does not dismiss people like that. Come on, y'all. Y'all making God look bad. Y'all making Christianity look bad. That's how we do it. somebody does something and you fall out of love immediately? Come on. Be better than that.
Wow.
Somebody got to go to hell, Raheem.
Yeah, I guess.
Can I comment? Do you have time for a comment?
I guess. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Somebody want to comment? Go ahead, Vivian. You wanted to say something?
Well, I think that the misconception is that everybody is saying that the love goes away. If you love a person, you love a person. Love does not instantaneously dissolve at all. But the thing is that the respect is not there, right? No, we're not saying that you just throw people away just because you want to throw a person away and they've just done something, but there's no respect there. And if you have to question about, I don't understand why he's mad at me, then that means you didn't have a level of respect from that man from the beginning. So in that regard, you couldn't have had that type of love for him because you don't love a person in that way and not respect them at the same time. They go hand in hand. You can make mistakes. People make mistakes all the time. But when you have a person and a partner that you love and you respect, then there's a conversation and things can be worked through and things can be fixed. But if you've done something that has injured your partner that you say you love in some way, then, but yet you have no cognizant idea of how they felt about it, you can't have a conversation with them to gain an understanding about how they felt about it, then you don't love them anyway. So this is not a conversation of people saying, oh, well, I don't love you anymore because you've done this and I just can't stand it. The base of this from the beginning is the love is not strong enough in the first place. Otherwise, 9 times out of 10, it never would have happened.
Wow. Yeah, that's good. Toussaint?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of Christians folk be talking about, but I don't do foolishness as a Christian. I don't do it, and I will not do it. I don't put up with anything in the name of Jesus. The devil is a lie. I wish I would. I wish I would let anybody come into my life and disrupt me because I call myself a Christian. I wish I would. We act like, and I'm gonna say it like this, we act like Christians are people that just take anything and just, it's gonna be serious. You slap it on one,
preach.
You turned on. I wish you would. That's God's job. That comes from Christ. But the Spirit of God either don't make you do anything, and I got a war going on with me. And I wish you would do something like that to me as a Christian. Well, you call me whatever you want to. But at the end of the day, I make decisions for my life. And I will not let anybody dictate to me how I embarrass Christianity. I'm not trying to build no reputation. The devil is a lie. Stop it. I'm just saying. That ain't got nothing to do with the love of God. I disagree. And I'm not mad. I'm just saying to the point where we act like we just got to take what everybody got to give us, and that just makes us holy. I beg to differ. I wish I wish I would. I'm just saying. Let me shut up.
Wow. Curtis, are you there? Trying to come to you, Curtis. Are you there?
Yeah.
Talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
I'm ready.
Give me your quick version because we got to get out of here. But what's on your heart?
Sorry, I had to bail out for a minute because I got a call from a contractor. But
hey, Kurt, your phone is low, man. Talk directly into your phone. It's kind of low.
I said I apologize that I had to bail out. I got a call from a contractor on the property, so
okay, good.
So I talked to him. But sometimes the eye can be the most disruptive and most deceitful thing that we can have in our spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes the I will stop you from even taking notice to the we.
Mm.
And I say that because we are making concrete decisions based on I. We don't know enough about this relationship.
Exactly.
And in my opinion, in my honest opinion, Willa said it best. But when we're drifting in that I space, we did not hear it.
Mm.
I did not hear it. We did not hear it.
Yeah.
Because we wasn't in a way. Willa said the actions of what she did may be a predictory or a prediction of what is really going on in that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking we have sat on this phone for 2.5, 3 hours and have completely blamed this woman for getting the tattoo. Now,
he didn't get the tattoo, did he?
There's such thing that's called relationship dynamics that must be considered. We don't know what he did. We don't know what the baby father did. Only thing we know is the empirical data that says she came home. That's all we know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why she got the tattoo. We don't know the date that she got the tattoo on. We don't even know what's behind the tattoo. We're assuming because she got the tattoo above her heart that it means something more than other than I just want to pay homage. Or we're assuming that I got this tattoo because I want to be spiteful to this man. I got this tattoo because feelings don't mean nothing. And as you all know, I am an avid believer that society has placed, especially African American men, feelings on the back burner. Society has done that. So I get where everybody's going. But I also understand that by moving with the Spirit of God, sometimes you just gotta be still.
Mm-hmm. Good deal. Good deal.
Sometimes you gotta really sit down and find out, why'd you do that?
Kurt, we gotta get out of here, brother.
It's a hard conversation to have.
Mm-hmm.
But why did you do that, and why did you do it now? Because who knows, you might get an answer that may actually open you up even better to what you was already thinking.
Good deal. Good deal. Cap, are you back with us? I thought I saw Cap come back in. Let me see. Ryan, talk to me, brother. Quick version. Quick version. You got to get out of here.
The quick version is, better not come home with another man's name on your heart. That's the quick version.
Well,
yeah, Raheem. Quick version is that when you love somebody, it's unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
That's what true love is all about. That's what
Amen.
love is about.
Mm-hmm.
Love somebody without a condition. So when there's no condition, then you don't have room for failure because you're not loving because of a condition.
Wow.
Quick version.
Good deal. Leonard, quick version, brother.
The man would be just as wrong if he did it. And I always tell people, I don't mind laying down with a whore as long as I know before.
Mm-hmm.
You get what you get when you do what you do. Don't bring God into this mess. You're fornicating anyway if you ain't married. So put that sin up there on the altar first. You can talk about whatever else you want to talk about later. But there is nothing that can come good from this type of behavior. And just because you a Christian don't mean you let everybody crucify you. Ain't but one man came here for that, and that was Jesus the Christ. You're not him.
Good deal.
So don't think that for somehow you're doing so good by allowing people to walk over you and being a Christian. Right there. And by the way, I'm Christian and Muslim, sir.
Stay right there. We got to get out of here. Cassandra, this has been Way Out Wednesday, and this has been Way Out Wednesday. Let me see. Is Vivian still with us before I do that? Vivian, we lost Vivian. Okay, she had to take off. I'm gonna ask her a question. But Cassandra, somebody tuned into the broadcast late. They came in late. They missed a lot of it. They missed some of it. 8:30, 9 o'clock, quarter till, whatever the case. 9:15 even. 9:30. And they say, man, this has been a doozy. It's been a doozy today. I wish there was a way. Man, I wish there was a way I could see this thing and see it in its entirety. Cassandra, is that possible?
You know what? That is definitely possible. If you have missed any part of the show, seeing or hearing it, you can see and hear it in its entirety at dkmmediagroup.com at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please tune back in 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to dkmmediagroup.com.
Good deal. Good deal. I don't know. Let me clear my throat. Willow!
Hey, Raheem.
Is she here?
Hey.
What are you ready, Willow?
I'm here, Raheem.
Are you ready though?
Man, I am so ready to receive God's word. Come on, Raheem. Let's go.
Well, Willow, since you said it like that, and I believe what you said, I ain't got one more thing to say to you. You know what that is, Willow? Let's go.
Amen, amen, amen. Come on, go with me, y'all, to the throne of grace this morning. Let's hold hands in unity and humble our hearts and bow our heads down in worship. And let's go before the throne this morning with some boldness, some confidence, and some expectations. First, just giving honor and thanking the Lord for waking us up, because he didn't have to do it, but somehow he had us on that list that he needed us to do something more. So, Father, we thank you for waking us up this morning. And we're asking that you give us the wisdom and you give us the understanding that we need to live in a wicked and cruel and evil world. But Father, we know that we can do it all because you live. You live. We can face tomorrow and all our struggles and all our circumstances, through all the pettiness, through all the pride, through all the stubbornness. Father, we know we can live through it all because you lead us. Yes, Lord. You allow the Holy Spirit to manifest itself in our lives, to dwell in our vessels, giving us the right decisions and the right choices that we need to make, only because of you. We can't do it without you, Lord. And we thank you. Thank you, Lord, for showing us how to put our loving arms around one another, how to encourage and lift each other up, how to clothe those that are naked and feed those that are hungry. Yes. And you said that if you do these things to the least, you show me that you love me. And we love you, Lord. We love you and lift you up. Praise. Knowing that the power of God work through our lives. We, Lord, Father, we thank you and we praise your holy name. Father, touch each and every last one of us on this line, Lord. Continually search our hearts. Yes. And if there's anything that shouldn't be there, oh Lord, Father, we're asking you to take it away. Yes, Lord. Thank you for the morning glow and the message and the messenger. Thank you for him, for his obedience. Thank you to his family. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, and amen. Amen. Thank you, Lord. Yes, amen. Lord.
Yes, Lord. It's been a great broadcast, y'all. This has definitely been Way Out Wednesday. This has definitely been Way Out Wednesday. I want to make sure that you all know that we're here every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on DKM Media Group and Associates. Now, it is now, what time is it? 10:14. I think I see it said 10:14. Yes, you're about to exit the Morning Glow. But before you go, I want you to do me two favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us, because we are certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number two, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug, because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you could do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. And then we shine some of this light on you from the Morning Glow. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in, and let your light so shine. If you get an opportunity, give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Won't that be a beautiful thing? Have a great day. Take care of each other, and please, please, please be blessed. Give somebody some love and truth. They would appreciate it, and I'm sure that you will as well. Have a great day. Love you. Talk to you tomorrow morning, if God says the same.